Now we're live. Hey, AD.
What's up, David?
AZ is always first.
Mhm.
What's up, Laura Lynn? See here.
What Paul do? Hit the wrong button again?
I don't know, but we're having a very dry summer, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
We've hardly had any rain down here at all.
Rain pretty good here right now.
What's up,
They got some good stuff
Russell?
here right now. Oh, they tried to come back, did you, Paul?
I hit the wrong button for crying out loud.
What's up, TJ?
Anybody seen this yet? Hang on. And we'll share.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
How's this?
Is Toyman
Leaving.
leaving? I
that's
Probably-
a
Leaving
little.
where?
probably
Leaving where?
I don't know.
Hey, Dominic.
What's up, Dominic?
But a while ago she posted something that they're tripped down to Port Stanley down and again. Yeah. Oh.
Lenny's in the chat already.
Hey, Len. TJ.
TJ.
Who knows, TJ? He wouldn't be leaving. That's his place. So, I think just a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of fish
Yeah.
bait.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
My brother just asked me a question just as I was ferreting around trying to find the link here.
uh,
So he seems to leave it this time every morning. Well, over here, yeah. Yeah, let's find the chat. Where are we? Enough of that. Hello, Lynn, TJ, AZ. Have I missed anybody? Laura.
You gotta go outside. I don't think you want to go out, but we'll give it a shot. What's that?
Yeah, why not? Go for it, Laura. See if you can really break the internet.
Go potty, hurry up. Go potty.
TJ with the eagle with arms. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Go potty, hurry up,
Going on
go
here?
potty.
Yeah.
What's up, Dustin?
Can't get the chat to work today. You have to live with it. Okay, let's try this again.
Hurry up, come on. Come on, boo-boo.
Oh, Lynn's having a problem with hail over in her area.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hurry up, come on.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. The weather has gone all weird. We had rain and thunderstorms yesterday in the middle of June.
Like I said, we've hardly had any storms here. We're usually storming every damn day, and I think it's stormed here maybe 4 or 5 times in the past 3 weeks. If that,
Actually, I think we've had 3 or 4 in June, and we usually have 1 in May and 1 in July. Well, I think we've already had 3 or 4 extras.
yeah,
Yeah.
usually by now we're getting them every day like clockwork, but we haven't, at least in my area, we haven't gotten anything.
Unbelievable.
Like I said, in the past maybe 3 weeks, we've maybe had storms, maybe
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. That's being generous.
There we go.
What was that? Probably about a week ago was the last time when I said it was really nasty out.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
about a week ago I said that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, Jim Jackson.
She went out in the rain, Doug, got it?
All right.
Came back in and I had to towel her off.
And we've got some chat working. I can read the chat now. Hello, Tim.
yeah, like it's like super quiet around Florida right now. There's hardly any storms or anything.
Mm.
Atlantic looks really quiet,
Oh,
eerily quiet.
You know, the time the hurricane comes up, cool.
Well, like right here, we're usually getting a bunch of crap coming off Africa right here. I mean,
Mm.
you'll just see lines of storms coming off heading this way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's nothing right now. You got a little storm there.
Yeah.
Something a little tiny down there at the tip, but nothing significant. Look how quiet it is everywhere.
yeah. It's usually going off in the Gulf.
Seems worse in your guys' area. Yeah,
there's
over
nothing.
here.
Well, there's not much going on around me. It's
Yeah, see that one circling around us, me and Paul?
Yeah.
it's 46 Fahrenheit. 9 degrees Celsius.
Hey, you're welcome, Tim.
Yeah. What else is happening? Okay.
I mean, TJ would have noticed the same thing. It's not storming regularly every day like it normally would be.
Mm.
You can see the storm clouds there.
Lynn said she sent you some pictures. I guess it's hailing really bad over at her house. She said it's beating the crap out of her
Her awning on her motorhome.
Well, the or what do you wanna call it, sunroof things?
No, she's got awnings out on the side of the motorhome.
Yeah, she said there are skylights, so she said they're getting beat to hell.
Mhm.
That's what I was trying to think of when I was having a brain fart there. Skylights, yeah.
Mhm.
Does she have skylights on her house or just her motorhome?
She's not at home, so I don't know.
Oh, it must be in her motorhome then. Yeah, you almost need to get like hard metal covers for those when something like that's going on.
Mm.
Well,
Cover 'em up.
yeah, you can, it's 35 feet tall. So how do you get up there?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like they should design some metal covers that
35
you
feet
can
tall,
flip
Paul.
over from inside.
13.
But at
A
10
situation like
meters,
that.
it's pretty hard to. You'd have to have a pretty big ladder to get up on there.
Well, most motorhomes have a ladder built onto them somewhere that can get you to the roof.
Well, that's
Whether
good.
you can climb up it or not.
Yeah.
Most of them have one right on the ass end of the motorhome.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Yeah, that's right. She was going to her, going out of town for the week, right?
Yep. Let me see. I gotta remember how to get to,
I'll get
Hopefully
where you going?
her skylights don't break.
Word up.
hey,
Hey, Anthony.
Anthony,
Anthony.
TJ,
there's Lynn's pictures.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the
Mm.
color. Pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's not hers.
Oh, no.
Uh,
That'd be
Oh, it's
cool.
got a matching truck.
yeah.
There's hers.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see, it's got the ladder right on the back there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just go up there, put something on top.
You gotta be a monkey to go up there.
Uh,
I don't know why this damn thing
Okay,
doesn't seem
Tim.
to wanna. You would think if I
That's what I
push that
got.
button right
That's what I
there,
got,
right?
Tim.
Yeah.
Go to the next picture. Oh, no.
No.
It's
Can't be that
supposed,
easy.
it's supposed to, but something with Messenger is really screwed up on the PC.
Yeah.
It's been screwed up for the last couple months. Everybody's noticed we had a lot of issues with Messenger.
So I
On the
gotta push
computer.
the buttons on the bottom.
It's not, it normally would do that.
TJ give you the red arrow.
So there is a
Messenger.
ladder on the back. The first step is 3 foot up. So you need a ladder to
There's-
get onto a
there's-
ladder then.
There's the store within the campground she goes to.
No, for some reason in the last couple of months, last month or so, they did something to Messenger on the PC version and it's completely screwed up. And they have yet to fix it. I keep having entire chats just disappearing. And then all of a sudden they'll glitch back in
He
and
never
then,
reads the chat.
and then yesterday, what was it today or, no, today, this morning? Or was it yesterday? Tim's profile picture was some chick.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden it like glitched back to the proper profile picture that was supposed to be on there.
Oh, bugger.
But his
Oh.
profile wasn't the only one that did. I had somebody else's do it this morning. It was, I think Wedge and Biggs. It was some random dude's picture. Wasn't him. I don't know, dude. It's like shitting itself though, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't you hate it?
Tim says he's got a lot of fog down there where he is.
No, no.
You can't even
It's got
see.
that grey cloud. I'd love to see the sun again.
Yeah, it's sunny here now. Like it was raining earlier, and now like then it stopped and it was sprinkling. Now it's like completely stopped, and now it's sunny.
No,
Can you play pickleball or go for a bike ride?
Oh, there
Pickleball.
goes the thunder.
Right, TJ? You
Yeah,
okay?
go play-
thunderbolt and lightning, very, very
You
frightening.
gonna go play pickleball, TJ?
I played once, but I don't really like it too much.
Yeah, you
Well,
got
actually,
your
we
ass
didn't-
stopped,
we
didn't you?
We didn't do pickleball. We did tennis pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Let me guess, got your butt whooped. He's like, I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like this game. First time you ever
This
played.
game
you got
sucks,
stopped.
man. This game sucks.
You
Please.
need to take up cricket.
Cricket. I used to play was it croquet? Yeah,
Yeah,
croquet.
they're two different sports.
Hey, Justin, Laura wants you to check your messages.
Who?
Laura,
Who?
Now, we don't have David on the
Alright.
panel, so we can't get that flashing check your messages.
I don't know who that is. I
you
see
don't know who
some.
that is? That's your sister.
I see some Laura and Tim dude in the chat, but I have no idea who either one of them are.
Wait,
I bet TJ's the one that flips the whole board on Candyland when he gets pissed.
Yeah, I just turned the whole thing over. Like, fuck this game.
Yeah,
Tim says that it's so foggy, it's not that easy to stop the cars at a construction.
oh no.
So he's
Honestly, I should be looking-
he's playing dodgems with the cars.
Yeah, we had
shouldn't even-
fog like that last week.
Well, they shouldn't even be playing or working in the fog like that anyway, doing road work. That's just dangerous.
hmm
Lord just put a new short in the chat.
Nobody sees that.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that one out. It's a really good short.
Are you ready, Justin?
You can't even tell like which one's hers and which one's the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Like,
just,
they're both the same.
JDS.
no, you can see Laura on top.
In this game.
Oh. Yeah, that's
Hey, you shouldn't think about it, Tim. You should just do it. If you're really that concerned, don't sit around and wait.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
all
when
that
shit
risk
happens.
management.
Well, I mean, that's when shit happens. When you start getting a feeling like that, just go with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Because that's
Go
when
with your
that's
something
what-
stupid happens.
but
Go with your
that's
gut
what
feeling.
risk management is all about. It's all about the gut feeling. You've got a
Right,
gut
'cause-
feeling, you just mitigate that risk.
Yeah, because otherwise something's gonna happen. It tends to be like, I knew I should have shut it down.
Exactly.
Then you should just do it, bro.
You've got to mitigate the risk early in risk management.
Hmm.
And there he is. First again.
ADS.
no.
Amazing.
Not this dude.
Excuse
So
me.
Paul, you had Chinese too tonight, didn't you?
Yep, Chinese food for supper tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
This shit, 2 days, I think I'm gonna shut the site
Hi,
down.
Bill. Chin Dynasty.
What's up, Ken?
JDS is in there bragging again. Holy mackerel.
As usual, yeah.
I like sushi. Sushi's pretty good.
Yeah. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah.
I had homemade pizza last night.
Oh yeah. You just threw it in the oven and
Yeah.
one of the frozen ones.
No, it's just a pizza base that I found in the bargain bin.
Oh, like the one that's like got the it's the one that you put the water and you'd make the dough and shit like that.
No, it was pre-made.
Oh,
We have
gotcha.
pre-made pizza bases here, and they were on special. So I thought, because I generally like the challenge of finding stuff in the bargain bin and seeing if I can make dinner out of it.
Yeah.
Bargain bin.
Like when you get the frozen pizza, what kind of frozen pizza do you like?
Generally one with a lot.
No, but like
last night I had leftover. I had leftover. What did I have? I had some shredded cheese left over. I had
No, but
some
like
of that flavored cheese.
no, but like is there like a brand of frozen pizza do you like there like over here we have like Red Baron, DiGiorno,
Oh no, I just look for the sticker that there's a yellow sticker that says reduced on it.
like they reduce
When
the price.
the little yellow sticker, and it can be reduced 60-70%. Like sometimes it's $8 and it's down to $2.50. When I see that sticker, that's what I buy for dinner.
Oh, gotcha.
I generally how do we say this? They generally reduce everything around 5:30 my time, 5:30 p.m. You go there and you see what they put in the bargain bin, and that's what I generally have for dinner.
Nice.
Sometimes I'll load up. Sometimes, like Friday nights, I load up.
Well, there you go.
And don't have to go anywhere on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah, those bargain bins, they come in pretty handy.
Yeah.
So TJ, you
As I
didn't work
said.
today?
No, I had the day off. I was doing some shit around here. Like I vacuumed the floors, and then I'm wanting to get the grout cleaned. I tried to do it in a little area. She's got one of those the steam mop things. So I put some bleach in there, and then I put water in there and mixed it up. And then I tried to go over with the area to try to get like the grout clean, and it really didn't work too well.
Yeah.
I believe them.
What's up, Corey?
Corey. Here we go.
Tim, did you see my Twinkies I had earlier?
I'm going to go out and try and find Twinkies. But every time I look, they're like about $4 each.
Oh gosh. Wait, like for one box of them, or like a single one?
One individual Twinkie.
It was $4?
Yeah, because they're individually wrapped.
Are you freaking high?
They don't come in a box like this?
Yeah, that's
dude.
$20.
Hey, Paul, I'll be
That's
back.
like $4 over here, TJ.
Yeah.
I gotta go pick
Yeah.
that key up.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
That's freaking crazy. $4.
Yeah.
For
Hell y'all
one-
doing
and
over there?
one- just for
Yeah,
one of
$4.
these.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, we jack the prices up around the world so we can enjoy cheap prices.
Yeah.
Well, let Dominic play the labor cost.
Yeah, but how much did a can of baked beans cost you?
Probably like.
Well,
I don't know,
actually, no, I screwed up and ordered it from overseas when I could have bought it from Walmart for like
Oh,
$3.
okay. Well, how much is it at Walmart then?
It was a 6-pack was like, I think $7 or $8 or something. I screwed
Yeah.
up and bought one for 17.
Hey, there's Ron.
What's up, Ron?
Hey, Ron.
I only got about 2 minutes. I gotta rush down the hill. But you've gotta see this view of Whittier, Alaska. I'm up on top of the
Oh
hill.
my God.
Yeah,
Wowzers.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
there's like countless
My boy.
waterfalls over here. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I take
cool.
it that the camera doesn't do that justice.
Oh, I know. It's awesome. But anyhow, wanted to join you real quick. And
Good. Share it with us.
after living with bears for the last 4 or 5 days, I'm gonna go cheat death one more time.
Why not?
And go play in some 30-degree glacier water for 60 miles. Anyway,
Did you see any eagles with big, huge arms running around?
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
take a good look, JDS. You ain't getting those kind of views up in Canada, bud.
Yep.
Hey, Justin, hold on for me one more minute. I'll show you those 2 buildings. Oh, okay. They're right up the road. Actually, you should be the one holding on with that sparse internet up there. I know. Yeah, it is a little sparse. I gotta get down and get the cameras ready and meet them at like 20 minutes, about a mile down the road. Yeah, the one building is all kind of like burnt out and abandoned. Then there's that new building. But I had to show you guys that view. That view is priceless. Oh my God. Well, I can't believe you're getting the internet up there, Jesus. I'm not either. Probably just because I'm in this little town. Probably the only reason. They have cell towers up there? Haven't seen one, but they have to. It's right around the corner here. Damn, these potholes are big.
Is it cold there right now?
I want to say it's 50-ish.
Oh, you got the sunroof open.
Yeah, I do. I was sticking the 360 camera out there.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on, let me flip the camera.
That looks like a cool little cabin right there back there.
It's I think the old building that everybody used to live in. Pretty big.
So it's
Yeah.
abandoned?
I remember. Yeah. So what they did was they rebuilt a new, modern, bigger one.
Yeah.
And that's the old one there. Yeah. Most likely they probably got some government funding to do that because that's a big project for such a small town. But the
It looks
entire
like it's all
town lives
blowed
in
out.
one building.
That's a big ass building.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
huge. Huge. Well, that's and like we said, the entire town lives in one building together. It's like
You can
one,
fly
2,
some,
3,
fly some
5 or
FPV through there.
5 or 6 stories high. But the new one is right up here. I think I remember from that documentary they were talking about it had a lot of problems, like it was just a real lemon building. There was always maintenance issues that was causing a lot of problems. And I think like half the building they didn't even use for like the longest time. Yeah, there's the new one there.
That one back a couple ways. That'd be a good building to fly FPV through.
Yeah. Where's
where's my street again? Anyhow, I wanted to show you this.
It's a big old mountain.
Yeah. Water, there's like countless waterfalls coming down. That's the new one. There's nothing but boats here. Everybody owns a boat.
Well, that's crazy.
Well, anyhow, guys, I am,
Okay, Ron, thanks for stopping by.
yep, I gotta
For showing us
go.
the cool sights, man.
I gotta go get my monkey suit on. Guess they provide a dry suit for you. Thank God.
Here it is. Here it is.
Here's TJ's favorite.
Yay.
Got it muted.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
that is great. Oh, I love it.
Well, hey guys, we'll see you later.
Okay,
All
Ron.
right, take care. Oh, fuck yeah, baseball. Fuck yeah, football. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I like the whips. Slavery. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's funny. Fake news. Fuck that. Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
What'd you get at Cole? What'd you get at Cole's, Dominic?
I got an inverter, and I've used it to charge. I charge my MacBook.
Oh,
I
Is
think
it
it was
to
400 watt. Let me. Oh, I've got.
I
it's
mean,
sitting-
for what Tim needs, he only needs a 200.
Yeah, because my MacBook is only takes up 65 watt because it's got one PowerPoint plus one PowerPoint, one USB-C, and one 2.4 amp USB-A. So, according to what I've done, seems to work. Yeah. What the hell?
That's pretty.
The hell am I watching?
Fish and chips.
That's pretty funny. That's funny.
Right.
Some guy just made a bunch of videos where he put arms on shit.
Yeah. Okay. JDS will retract that comment.
That's funny. That's great. That's funny.
Yeah. This is absolutely strange.
That's funny.
Some of them are better than others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That's a good one. Yeah.
It does seem to work better with birds.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
What'd you think of that, T?
That's pretty good. That's good. That's pretty good.
But those are older. They're not as high techy as the newer ones.
Yeah. That eagle one was hilarious.
Yep.
That's something I could watch over and over and over again.
Mm.
Well, you know, AI is going to get so good, TJ, that pretty soon you'll be able to take movies and put in AI
Mm.
and change the whole thing.
What does that stand for? Animation.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not artificial insemination.
Intimidation.
Don't get those two mixed up.
So,
Now we just need to get to a point where AI starts programming AI. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
mm.
Once it becomes self-aware and has a sentience, then we're in trouble.
So,
Once it starts making the decisions. Most definitely.
Oh, and what you're seeing right now is just crap AI systems, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
They're not really nothing special about them.
they're useful, but not much special.
Now, whatever the governments are working behind closed doors, that's the shit you gotta be concerned about. Not what
Mm.
these guys are building little applications on the App Store at the moment.
Yeah.
Because
not
there
like AI art.
are there smart people out there that know how to do those things? Yes, but there's just certain things that takes a state actor to back it in order for it to actually be able to be anything.
Mm.
Like there's not some guy that's going to be in his garage building some AI system that's just going to take down the whole world. It's got to have specific types of computing power, engineers. I mean, it's not something that's just one person can do in their garage.
That's off in the future.
Well, it's not far into the future. You know,
No,
if
we've
you look at the
come a long way from.
I'm going to say, if you look at the Terminator movies, that's 2029, so that's only 6 years away. So let's see if movie physics imitates real physics.
Anthony, is it nappy time?
Yeah, I keep dozing off, don't I?
Because your eyes are going.
I took a nap earlier today. I don't know why I'm so tired now.
Now
I
you've
was
got to have 4 naps before bedtime.
Yeah, so I could stay wide awake and then watch the sun come up. Like, oh my god, I just stayed up 24 hours and the sun's coming
Now,
up.
are you
Wonder-
working the rest of the week, TJ?
I work tomorrow, and then I'm off. Let's see, tomorrow's today. What's today? Today's Tuesday,
Well, it's
right?
Wednesday.
Oh, today's Wednesday.
Tomorrow is
How-
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, so today's Tuesday. So I work tomorrow, and then I think I'm off Thursday. Then I work Friday.
Every
did
other day.
Hodges
That's not
go?
bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Justin.
I was just saying, where the hell did Hodges go?
He had to go to
and
the
do
store.
something.
Oh,
Or he had to go
Listen.
pick up a key, didn't he? Or something? I don't know.
Yep, I do remember that movie, Dustin. War Games.
yeah, and then this is the thing though, is like all these big attacks you see and stuff, these are all state sponsored.
Mm.
When you see like a system in China get hacked or a system in the US get hacked, or it's all state sponsored shit. That's all stuff that's backed up
Yeah.
by governments.
So,
like I said,
is Tim at work? Yeah,
Yes.
he must be because it's morning, or else he's on his way.
Yeah,
but the
7:30 or 20 to 8. Yeah.
one agency I'd be highly concerned with when it comes to shit like that is the NSA.
Yep. Wonder
They
what
are-
they're working on.
They are, when it comes to like everybody thinks the CIA and they think of the FBI. When it
Nah,
comes
go
to
one higher than
surveillance,
that.
The NSA is on a whole different level when it comes to computer
As
technology.
I said, I wonder what they have. And especially what they're programming. And if they program it, they'll send it to Skunkworks, and Skunkworks will work on something from an aerial point of view.
Well, and that's true too, Dustin, but that's usually a collective of guys, right? It's not just one person.
It's not state sponsored.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
think the
collection of
NSA have
people.
got them covered.
But the kind of, this is the thing too, right? Is AI is going to get so advanced that I think when it comes to like murders and like murder investigations and stuff, it's going to get to the point where AI is going to be able to predict whether somebody's a potential threat or not. It's going to be, what was that, Minority Report?
Yeah, Minority Report. Yep.
I think eventually it will get that way. It will start predicting whether somebody might be a viable threat in the future, but depending on their personality.
But that's a good thing and a bad thing. Because it could be a good thing because it could predict, but if it's able to then find them the correct treatment from a medical point of view, then we might have that might be the case where AI is good, where it actually works out if a person's got a problem and then helps them fix it. That could be another part of AI. Yeah, that's a good point, Dustin. The NSA working with people like Anonymous.
But if you look at like the computers that the governments are working on, like, okay, so you look at quantum computing, right?
Mm.
Quantum computing is basically at the point of the only way to hack a quantum computer would be able to break the laws of physics, and there's no known way on how to do that currently. And probably,
currently there's no
yeah, I mean,
way of breaking the
as
laws
of
physics.
now, it's damn near impossible. I'm gonna say it's impossible at the moment. We're just not even close to that level of technology to even attempt to try to break any of those, or even know if we could.
At the moment.
Right, but that's gonna be far into the future. I don't think that's any time soon. Maybe another 100 years or so.
Yeah.
But there would, at that point, when governments and stuff start using those computers, there is not going to be any hacking anymore. There's nothing to be able to hack because
And
the
that's a good
computers,
thing.
right? That you'll start to see credit
That
card
is a
fraud.
positive aspect there.
Right. But quantum computing is based on the laws of physics, which states the only way to hack it is to break the laws of physics.
Hmm.
And our current understanding of physics is you cannot do that.
Mm.
But we'll have to wait and see, because I mean, there are some universities and government agencies working on quantum computers. They're still a little bit in their infancy, but they're getting there.
Yeah, but it's also about evolution in terms of evolving something. Because when you look at it, you go back to the 17th century, and we all thought most people thought the Earth was flat.
Earth was
Then
flat.
we found out that it was a globe, and then we found out that we weren't the center of the universe, and we weren't the center of the universe. Then we worked out that the sun was the middle planet.
Try that, Chris.
Right.
That's gotta be, Chris, that's
Oh,
gotta be
Chris,
something
go.
on your, I was
Hey,
gonna say,
Chris,
that's gotta be something on Chris's end, because he was having the same problem with my Zoom link last week. I kept
I
sending
got
him the link and he kept saying it wasn't working.
Yeah. I remember that.
Chris, do you have Zoom downloaded on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using? You can go to
Yeah.
the App Store and download it. That
Yeah,
might
'cause
be the reason.
if you do it from the web, you seem to have problems in copying the thing. Whereas if you have it installed,
Yeah, you can just press the link and it should bring you right in.
yeah,
That might be the issue. Maybe I wonder if he has it downloaded on his phone or a tablet. Most likely he's using his tablet.
mm. 'Cause
But
I
they
found
have
that
it.
the other day.
They,
It was hard to
have it on
copy
that.
from the phone.
Yeah, they have it on the Apple and the Android store. So
Right, you're telling me now that there's no Santa Claus?
oh my God.
Uh,
Don't get me
And
started on the flat earthers.
I'm not disagreeing with drone shots that anything can be hacked. I'm just saying the way they describe quantum computing, it's supposedly unhackable. I don't know if
Yes.
it is or not. But I watched the whole documentary on it, and the way they explained it is the only way to hack it was to break the laws of physics. If that is the case, then technically it would be unhackable at this particular moment in time. I don't know though. I'm just going by what they were saying.
It's a very tough subject, because then you're going to say if we never broke the original laws of physics and Isaac Newton didn't get that apple falling on him from the tree, then he wouldn't have brought up the 3 laws of.
well, and the other thing too, Dominic, is for years and years and years, all the engineers and the smartest people on the planet says you can never break the sound barrier. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, back in the
that
day,
was
that
broken.
back in the day, I was reading a thing too. They were talking about, so when cars first came out, people were literally afraid to go over like 15 miles an hour because they thought
Yeah.
they would disintegrate or some shit. Like it was a certain mile per hour that they were scared to go over. It was faster than what a horse could do. And they thought if you went faster than that, your body would literally disintegrate. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. But yeah, laws are made to be broken, but at the same time, we have to find a way of breaking them.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's watching the Stanley Cup. I don't
No,
watch hockey.
Patty, I'm not watching the Stanley Cup.
No, I'm not.
Here he
Fine.
comes.
Somebody in the chat might be watching.
Yeah,
Here
someone
comes
might be.
Chris.
Here he comes.
I don't really watch any major sports anymore.
I only watch the Australian
Hey,
ones.
Chris.
Coming up.
What's up, Chris?
There he is.
So how'd
Hello,
you get it to
Chris.
work, Chris?
Good.
I don't know.
You just
some
kept hitting
stupid
buttons
ass-
and certainly it came up.
Some stupid ass reason running 75 down the highway, you need to probably stop and do all this shit.
Yeah,
So
you got a good
So-
point, Dustin.
so
About
that's what I did.
generation.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
So
that's right.
Chris, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. I just took me a little old, about a 15-20 minute nap. So I got my eyes got heavy nodding down the road, so I took a little old nap. Turned y'all on.
TJ's
I was
Yeah,
dozing
TJ
off.
is going to go off and have a nap.
TJ's in mid nap right now.
His turn.
So you pulled over to take a little power nap?
Yeah.
That's
Where,
good.
where, you,
That's-
where you headed off to?
Well, I'm headed home. I've been out west of Fort Worth, Texas, the last 24 hours, and I'm headed back home now.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
about 45 minutes from the house. Trying to make a hand.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
So TJ, you turned 40, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a while ago for me, and probably most people here.
His,
Yeah.
his wife has already put out feelers for trading him in for 220s.
220s. Ooh, that's hard. A 40-year-old with one is hard to compete with the 2 20-year-olds with one apiece.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
I,
20-year-old.
I messaged Bob and told I said now that I'm 40, I guess I'm considered an old fart, and he said he'd welcome me with open arms.
No,
I've
you know,
always stated that being an old fart doesn't necessarily have to do with the age. Age is only a number. It's
Right,
the ideology. It's the mental gymnastics that you've got to go through to be an old fart.
Yeah.
You're
TJ,
just middle aged now, Justin. I mean, TJ.
Yeah. I'm
TJ,
just
did you get your
middle-aged.
set of New Balances yet?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
When you turn 40, you've got to get yourself a pair of New Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if Tim says after 50, it's all downhill. Yeah, I've just hit 55 and it's
Yeah.
all downhill.
It was all downhill for you, Tim, after you hit 30.
Yeah.
Uh,
But at the same time, you know, I've had so many medical issues after I turned 50. So yeah, it has been downhill. It's all gone south.
Imagine if they ever figure out that aging gene crap they were talking about a few years ago. Imagine
Yeah.
being able to be like 29 and then just cut your aging off.
Would be very interesting.
Well, at that point, you'd only die from like walking out in front of a bus or something, right?
Hmm.
Or a car accident or something. It wouldn't be from aging.
Hey, Chris, I know you probably can't see the check, but Lenny said hi to you.
I think he froze up. Or
You
semi-frozen.
frozen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't see the two.
Edward Hassick, happy birthday, TJ.
Wait, who?
Ed Hassick.
Oh, Ed. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Ed.
It's raining.
Even though my birthday was a couple of days ago, but that's all right. And be 50.
Somebody's birthday somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's somebody's birthday somewhere.
1 out of 365 days.
Days a year, yeah.
Yeah, you better get them giggling fits under control. I ain't gonna get better as you get older.
I know. I know.
Well, he'll get to a point where he's an old guy, old geezer, and if he starts them giggling fits, they'll be locking his ass up.
No, that's how they'll do the stress test whenever they gotta do that stress test on your heart. They just tell TJ a dad joke and get him going, giggling for 45 minutes straight.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll come in and they'll do the stress test, and then they'll tell a joke like horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Or just play that eagle video all the
Yeah,
time.
the eagle with arms, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Chris, have you seen that video?
You can't watch it going down the road.
You
No,
can't-
no,
you
but I
can't
mean,
watch
he's
it.
frozen. I thought maybe you'd seen it before.
What's that, Paul?
There's a video out on YouTube called Eagle with Arms. And it's hilarious. If you get a chance, watch it.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious. It's
Yeah, just
pretty funny.
rewind it a bit
Uh,
when you get a chance. You'll have a good laugh.
or if you want to pull over, we could play the video for you. You can watch it.
He's trying to get home.
He's
bro.
trying to get home.
Yeah.
He's
I gotta-
probably got get-there-itis at the moment. We all
How
get.
far do you got to go yet, Chris?
Go watch basketball games. I got about 45 miles to go.
Okay.
God.
Little town called Athens, Texas. If you want to look it up on the Google map.
Yeah.
Is it true what they say about Texas? Everything's big in Texas.
TJ, you can travel across Texas and it still take you a day. A complete one all the way from Louisiana to El Paso is a 10-hour, 12-hour drive.
Oh God.
That's big.
I mean, it's no different, TJ, to honestly driving the length of Florida from the very
Length
tip
of
all the
Florida
way up,
down. Yep.
all the way
Oh,
up to the
yeah.
Panhandle. That'll take you. I mean, it's just 3 hours. It's 4.5 hours to get from here to the top of Florida to the Georgia
Yeah, we
border
will,
from where
Tim.
I'm at.
Yeah.
Add another 6 hours onto that if you're coming from Miami. Honestly, I
You can
wonder.
take it,
I think it's 10 hours to Sydney and 8 hours to Adelaide.
Chris, I drove
Sorry.
through the fat part of Texas a couple times. That is some boring ass shit.
what part of Texas, Justin?
The fat part. Damn, he froze up. I was
The
about to tell
fat
him.
part.
Yeah, like the big
Okay,
fat part of Texas.
Give me you're talking about Austin and Central Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you found that boring. It's pretty compared out west where I just come from, where it's a little further west and north. It gets flat. There's nothing but dirt.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, it was nice. It just seemed like it took forever getting through there.
It's a long trip, man.
That's like driving through Tennessee the long ways, man. Oh my God, feels like it takes forever.
It takes a long time to get across.
Tennessee's
Arkansas.
a little bit hilly. I don't think Texas is flat, right?
No. Well, we got the gambit. We can have hills, mountains. We can have flat, all in an 8-hour period. I can leave here. I can leave the piney woods of East Texas, and I can drive down out towards the Big Bend and have some 10, 12,000 foot mountains in a 12-hour period.
Wow.
Well,
So
see, like when you're,
where'd Dominic go? To get hungry or to go to the bathroom?
I have no idea, but see, when you're taking like a long trip across the United States, you're kind of like going through all these states, right? And then there's just a couple of them that seem like it takes forever getting through. I've done that trip quite a few times.
Yeah.
Is Mia wanting to go out again?
Yeah.
So
What's that?
So you post any top down?
Justin, you still working for Heath?
No,
Oh, when
You
did you
living off?
start? Oh wait,
You living off YouTube now?
oh, I wish. That's only making me a couple hundred a month.
You post any
Glad I
you post any top down Tuesday pictures, Chris?
Say it again, TJ.
Did you post any top down Tuesday pictures?
I haven't never done that. I just noticed that about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Is that a thing? Is that a thing now on Tuesdays?
Yeah, it's like top down Tuesday, and then Wednesday is wide open Wednesday.
I'm a big fan of Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday is pretty good too. I like that. I don't know. I think Paul started the top down Tuesday and the wide open Wednesday thing. I think he was gonna do something on Thursdays too. I think. I don't know.
Well, Justin started Burrito Thursday.
Thursday.
No, wide open Wednesday was just me spread eagle on the front hood of the car.
Oh, the ultimate bug catcher, right?
Ooh, no comment. Yeah, it's like you go to the car wash, you get up, you have to clean yourself off. Hey, Ron, where is Lockwood still out on the boat today? Have y'all heard from him today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he was,
stopped in earlier.
Yeah, he's going out on that 60-mile jet ski trip. He's leaving for it now.
Oh, goodness. A jet ski?
TJ can't get that
Hold on,
thought out
hold
of his
on.
mind.
Yeah, it's a 60-mile jet ski ride.
I don't think so, Scooter.
And then he's got to go on to then he's got to catch his plane at 2 a.m. And then he'll be back back at his house tomorrow sometime.
He
Friday.
gotta leave. He gotta
Breathe,
leave, ain't
TJ. Breathe, TJ. Just breathe.
Do what, Chris?
So he'll be back to Seattle and then back into Wyoming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because he leaves that trip tonight around, I think, 5 or 6. And then he has to get back to his hotel, and then he's got his flight at 2 a.m. So he's not going to get much rest between tonight and the morning.
Wow.
That's great. That's great.
That's the problem, is winding down after everything like that, man. You know he's not going to get any sleep because he's going to be all wound up from that jet ski ride. All right, TJ, relax yourself.
I know. I know. I know.
Oh my God, TJ, calm yourself.
I
Here we go. He's like a chainsaw sputtering trying to start. It's like when a motor's trying to start and finally kicks into gear.
I think he's having flashbacks to when he was younger and dating the girls, and he used to make them sit on the hood at 60 miles an hour with their legs spread.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
That's
Kind of like that dog sticking his nose out the window running 70 down the highway.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Hodges, how you doing, man? I just now saw you.
Paul is back.
Only
going.
just, I think he only just arrived again.
Hey, Paul, you missed it. TJ was on a roll again.
Oh, we're gonna roll again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lynn said
Thank you, bro.
TJ's.
Thank you, roll one while you was gone, Paul.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, Lynn said TJ's gonna wet his pants, and Wayne B said, "Christ, TJ, get it wet."
Get a grip.
Get a grip.
And Dustin said Ron is out on the jet ski trip in his hot pink Speedo.
Thanks, Speedo.
God, Dustin, why would you put that in my head? And I'm all seeing Ron in a Speedo
Yeah.
riding a jet ski.
You can't be
Not,
unseen
not to
now.
mention, not to mention a pink speedo.
Speedo in general is bad enough.
Yeah,
Uh,
any color.
Hey, you done, TJ? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. That's funny.
So Paul got his bathroom finished.
Yep, and I just put another TV here in place, a lot better screen, I'll tell you, but.
Does,
I
the
got,
bathroom, does the bathroom look good?
oh, yeah. Well, it's only a half bath. It's only got a toilet in it, like, you know. Okay, let me see, let's go
It's an
to,
all-in-one. That's where you go to the bathroom, wash your hands, and take a shower.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah, okay.
Do you have a TV in your bathroom?
No, no, hey, there's an idea.
Yeah, get one of those.
That's what
Paul does.
that's what a phone's for.
Yeah, so this is what I did. I put a new floor in, I painted the walls all gray and everything in there, cleaned it up.
All we
All
see
we're
is
seeing is
Zoom.
Zoom.
All we
Yeah.
see is Zoom.
Yeah. So
Wrong.
that-
Wrong screen.
Are the fires out in Canada yet?
I don't think so.
There's Hodges said some of them were under control, but there's still a few that are out of control.
Yeah, there's still a few out of control, but we've had some rain now, so it's helping getting things under control, right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Actually, we've had quite a few storms going through here. Actually, weather warnings out right now, so.
Mm. Interesting. I feel that that'll blow all the stuff away.
We're just trying to,
I gotta pick some peanuts. Be right back.
Okay.
They're out there in their waders waiting for peanuts.
Mm.
trying to change the colors a bit here. Okay. Yeah, just trying to figure out a couple things here.
Mhm.
Okay, so I want this one here. Brightness.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Right there. Digital vibrant.
That's pretty good, Dustin. That was good.
Yeah, do you mean to put TJ's sister?
Close enough.
He would, Edward, but he's trying to figure out what the hell screen he's on.
Yeah,
How many screens do you have on there now?
what am I, from a computer?
Yeah,
Just two,
Just-
well, three. I got two full size, like
not the, s-
43-inch ones, and I got a, I don't know, or a
I was
19
about
inch.
to say, cause you're like looking all over the place, like.
Well, I'm trying, I just put another TV here just now. I'm just adjusting the colors. I just bought one for $100.
Mm.
It kept going bright, down, just drive me nuts. So I'm just trying to set it up, but all the icons are really big right now. I'm just trying to reduce them a bit.
I'm wondering if your TV had the adaptive brightness on.
Mm.
Yeah. I'll play with it. I'll figure it out.
That's it's just like the cell phones. There's an adaptive brightness setting because the phone,
Yeah.
the TV will have a sensor on it and it will dim up and down depending on the amount of light that's hitting it.
Yeah.
That's probably what was causing it to do that. You got to go in and shut that off.
Oh no, I tried that. I've been doing that for 2 months. I've tried to eliminate a lot of that stuff. So.
Adaptive brightness, I hate that. It's so annoying.
Hmm.
My phone always asks me to turn it on. I'm like, no, leave me alone.
Uh, No,
Setting.
Chris must have dropped out.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Okay, there's a scale size that goes too high. That's one thing. Okay, where are you now? Okay, so here. Okay. Well, this is going to go over to here. Yeah, they're still big on the screen here. Okay. Thought I'd reduce it, but I ended up reducing it on the wrong screen. Damn it. If that goes there. Okay.
Hold on, give me a second, Dawson.
What I'm gonna do. Gotta go bring up the thing there. What did I have open here a few minutes ago? And the video control panel. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, so we want this here. Resolution. Oh, thunder and lightning right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Whenever your laugh sounds like you're trying to start an old car.
Hmm.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. I gotta go back over here and display settings. That's what I wanted. Okay, I had it on number 1, so I want to go back here to 125. Okay, now that's got that right, but now I got to go back to this display and 75. I thought,
Oh, no.
Why are we looking at ourselves?
Whenever your laugh sounds like you're trying to start an old car.
Deleting me.
they're gonna let me change it.
That's pretty funny.
Hmm.
That was for you, TJ.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured. I figured.
91 here, Joe.
Oh, I'd love that.
Okay.
91 degrees?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
half
hell no.
that.
I'd
I'll
love to
take
have
it.
it. I'd rather have the half.
Mm.
I like the cold weather.
Okay, well, come
Cold
over
weather
here.
is good
Let's swap
sometimes, but it's
places.
like at the same time, it's like, man, it's so cold. It needs to get hot again.
No,
Yeah,
I'd rather
you get to
I
that
don't
point where you go, oh, geez, it's too cold. And
I don't
then,
ever-
and then when it gets warm, oh, it's too hot.
no, I don't ever complain about the cold. I don't care if it's 40 degrees outside. Cause I like wearing hoodies and sweats. I'd rather
Yeah.
I don't care. I'd much rather be in the cold weather.
46 here.
Well, let's just trade off about
Let's split the difference.
no, I want it a little colder, so I want down to 60 at least.
I'd love a 75.
Make it 80 and we got a deal.
Okay,
All right.
give it time.
TJ, go ahead and draw that paperwork up, please.
Captain Joe went
Yeah.
out to fly and in the heat and he said, hell no.
Ed wanted us to wanted Hodges to give a tour,
Oh, I might.
or of the remodel or whatever.
I don't have that type of camera, guys. Sorry.
But you got pictures.
Oh yeah, I got pictures I can render with them. So. Oh, listen to that! Wow, we got some cracking and thunder going on here right now.
Oh, nice. I wouldn't mind a bit of that. Oh, I want 80 Fahrenheit and some thunderstorms.
DJ's doing his Zen routine.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. Saw that, Jody.
What was Jody wanting you to watch? He's like, look at that.
It was his video game he was doing, the NASCAR.
What's up, David?
I don't know if that was you talking in the background, Jody, but the car audio was really loud. It was hard to hear the like the what do you want to talk, like the talking of everybody.
Hey, Jody. Yeah.
Yep, Drone Shots is here in the house. Jody, did you get any rain where you are or no?
Commentary, that's what I was thinking of. See David's back in the chat.
Yep.
No
Dave,
rain.
back in the chat. Chitty chitty chat chat.
Chat.
Yeah, Ed says he used to like cross country skiing, but today he'll take the heat anytime.
I hate the heat. Well, I grew up in the desert, so I just hate the heat in general.
Well, there's heat and then there's heat.
There's heat and there's heat.
Yep.
Heat.
Well, I've lived in both areas for a significant amount of time, so like in the humid and the dry heat. I don't like either one of them. I love I like it better when it's a little chilly out.
It only gets cold here like once in a blue moon or whatever.
Well, we have a few months out of the year where we get cool weather and cold weather, but definitely not enough.
Oh.
We get about what? Say about 4, maybe 5 months of, and then sprinkled in there will get really cold some days, and
Yeah.
usually it's pretty nice. You'll get a lot of days where it's like 65, 70 out.
So I was watching TV and they're talking about Mario World opened up in Universal.
Oh, great.
Mhm.
Good to hear.
Yeah, right. Oh, so thrilling. I want to go. I mean, Mario is pretty cool, but
I see that new live action Little Mermaids.
oh
catching
yeah,
a
that
lot of
looks
heat.
so dumb. That looks so dumb. Is that rain coming in from somewhere?
Yep, there it is right there. That's over top of me.
Oh goodness.
And that's at 8 o'clock still. But then it dissipates. $8 right now, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
I guess some rain is better than none at all, I guess.
See, the thing of it is I think this is gonna wrap back around again.
Hmm.
The rest of
It's
the
got some
country,
circulation there, don't it?
So, like you said, go to Iraq for 4 years and tell me about heat.
There's just really not a whole lot going on. Usually the Atlantic is like all full of storms right now. Barely anything going on out there. Why is your weather app having a freaking seizure right now?
yeah, I don't know, because it's trying to pull it all together, I think.
I'm having a seizure.
Occasional thunderstorms likely to continue for the next several hours, it says. Okay. Paul's really getting it too, huh?
Yep.
Where's Port Huron?
Yeah, it looks like it's getting dark again. So we're gonna get some more rain.
Down where you are, TJ, it looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah, it's looking a little cloudy.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of been raining off and on. Seems like everybody's just dying, man.
What?
I have this news break thing on my phone, and they're talking about
I hate to break it to you, TJ, but every day thousands of people die around
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
But every day thousands of more are babies are being born.
Yeah.
This guy Cormac McCarthy, dark genius of American literature, died at 89.
No, that's a good innings.
That's a good ending. Yep. I'm looking for 70, maybe 71, and that'll be the end of it.
Oh, shut up. You're gonna go to 82 and you're gonna like it at least minimum.
Yeah.
Annoy
Yeah,
the crap
shit.
out of you for at least
That
another
means I've
10
another
years.
15 years of this shit.
Exactly. I'm gonna annoy the living crap out of him for at least the next 10 years.
No, because I can't. I'm losing my mind slowly.
Yeah.
So, Paul, how do the kiddies there handle lightning and thunder? Okay.
She's not big on lightning. Not much
Yeah.
phases.
I've got one that's not big on it.
Mia doesn't even pay attention to it.
Yeah.
All my other dogs I've ever had, they just,
Yeah, I've got one that has to run under the bed, and I've got one that couldn't care less.
It's like when Canada Day comes here, they got all the fireworks. I have a hell of a time with Gracie. Even if I stay home, there's fireworks around here. If I go to the trailer, there's fireworks there. I can't get away from it, right?
So Dominic, does your cat, like, when it starts thundering and lightning, does he or she run away or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The one you see is the one that goes under the bed. The
Uh,
other one just sits on a couch and just sleeps all day.
uh,
So it looks like our 6th gen fighter is currently in the air.
Oh, great.
They're just not showing it yet.
I wonder where Lady Liberty's at. I wonder, like, if she is here and then, like, went to said she was going somewhere.
Well, where she was going from to here is only like a 2, maybe 3 hour flight tops. It's not a very long flight, so she's probably either at a hotel here waiting for her next flight, or she turned around and went somewhere else.
Did we decide she is a flight attendant?
Yeah, she is, because on her profile it says she's a pilot. So
No, she's not a flight attendant. She said she was piloting the plane.
Yeah,
That's what she said in the chat this morning.
Okay.
He
Good
flies.
for her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's make
she's a
sure we
pilot.
don't offend her. It's like flight
yeah,
attendant. The hell
yeah,
you
yeah.
tell
We've
me
got
a
to be
flight
very
attendant?
inclusive. We've got to be very inclusive of everything.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
people are talking about was right here. The Segna, the Guinness. It's okay. It's like in the middle of Lake Ontario right now.
Well,
There-
you're stream sharing, buddy. All we're seeing is the train in the
Oh,
All
mountain.
you're saying is your desktop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good God, get your life together, man.
That's the second time. Ah, finally.
Yeah, okay. So there it is right there, Paul. It's in the middle of
Okay.
Lake Ontario. So then the Welland Canal and then across Lake Erie before it comes up into here. So I don't know, 2
It's
days.
got a way to go.
Yeah. So. Okay, so how do I cancel it? Now my freaking thing's gone. I can't. Oh, it's way over here on the other screen. Well, I'm gonna have to play over with this, I guess. Cause the share screen went over here, but this was number two. Oh, geez.
Yeah, we've got to get the right screen.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out.
one of these
Problem.
days.
Well, the problem is you're using 3 gigantic ass screens.
And you don't know which to look at.
Like I'd be happy with 327s, but 342s, that's too much.
No, 242s and then 19.
That's still too much.
Well, see,
Not big enough.
I put the chat over on the 19 inch, so
Damn. Well, I think I'm gonna go, guys. I'm
Need a bigger
keeping on
screen.
in, and I'm gonna
Okay,
go.
TJ.
We'll see you guys.
You go nighty night.
Lasted longer than I
Okay.
thought.
You go nighty night now, TJ.
Time for an old man nap.
Time to go
Yeah.
sleepy. Bye.
He's gone.
God. TJ's not big on big goodbyes either. Bye.
There he is. Still here.
Justin's kicking me out.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
That was a quick nap, TJ.
What the hell do you do
Bye,
that?
guys.
Bye, TJ.
Adios.
Hey, are you leaving now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Are you sure?
Now he's going.
Because we're not sure. You know, I see you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Someone muted you.
Yeah, Justin must have muted you.
Justin keeps fucking around with me. Okay, on that note, bye.
Yeah, but the question I have is, you're not working tomorrow, so you're gonna be around.
No, I work tomorrow. I don't think I'll go until 2 tomorrow.
Okay,
So I'll
so
be here.
we should be able to see you in the morning.
Yes.
Justin will be waiting for you with bacon.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. I'm gonna come on and we'll have a we'll have a like a little Zen moment. I'll ring
Yeah,
my
we'll
little
all
bowl.
sing around.
There you
all
go.
sing
Good
around
God,
and
man,
sing
leave.
Kumbaya.
Yeah,
We'll have a Zen moment.
Yeah. That's a good
someone get
idea,
a guitar
TJ.
and we can sing Kumbaya then.
Justin buys into that.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You
All right,
got anything finally you want to say?
No, he doesn't.
Here comes David.
You can
That's
say
his
hi to
final
Birdman.
words.
There's Anthony.
All right, we'll see y'all.
Final words.
Hey, Anthony.
David.
Any last final thoughts?
No.
Just be safe, man, and stay positive, and
TJ,
and laugh.
Bert,
Please.
David's
TJ?
got something to say.
Laura said, remember, that's a freebie.
Oh yeah, that's a freebie. I got a freebie. All
And they're not
right.
making rulers any longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
they
gotta
don't
listen to
make
Laura.
rules any longer.
You listen
I like the freebie joke. That's a good joke. Just leave.
Who
Okay,
put up
bye.
just leave? What?
Bye.
Thanks for that, TJ.
He's fine. Yep. Okay.
Now, Justin, that was funny.
Uh,
Did you see Matt figured out how to kick Tim out of my live stream the other day?
No.
I told him, I said, don't remove him because he might not be able to come back. What does Matt do? He's like, he hits remove. He didn't put him in the waiting room. He just kicked him off the stream.
Wow.
That was funny.
What did Tim think about that?
Oh, it was hilarious because Tim was talking crap to Matt, kept muting him. So I took the co-host from Tim and gave it to Matt. Once Matt figured that out, oh, it was on. So then I gave the co-host back to Tim. He thought he was safe, but I turned host over to Matt.
So, David, how'd it go today?
Got to wait for the results, but to me it looked all right, but they didn't seem to think so.
So they're still not sure, but they're leaning towards you have a collapsed lung, right?
No.
No?
Let me just let's open that window. Got to make sure I don't
Vibrate.
upset someone.
Sound like a freight train going through.
What?
An earthquake.
That.
Uh-oh.
Deadlier disease? Oh.
Oh, you got a cancer.
What? You're a little scared of that storm, aren't you? No, you.
So what a lung cancer? Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah. But we'll drop the subject because I don't want to upset Laura.
Okay.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. Or refuse to cross it if we do come to it.
Oh, look at that.
Been there, done
Yeah,
that.
look at you got.
Hey.
Who brought that to you?
Peter brought it to me.
Ah.
Dominic,
Huh?
Yep.
it was too late. I lost.
You lost what? Oh, the hair problem.
Yeah.
I tried.
He comes back again.
Oh, yeah, he's back. He's right here. Oh, I know what I
Well,
did.
okay then. Well, I should dye my beard then. I should do it
Yeah.
live on camera.
And Paul needs the two Pauls need to do theirs.
Yep. Yeah, we'll dye our facial hair live on camera.
Well, Paul, we'll try this again. But guess what I got today?
What'd you get today? Oh, you got the glass for the table.
Yeah.
Now, do you have it running?
No, not yet. I'm still working on that part. So
You know what I'm waiting for, Paul? The train.
yeah,
The
good.
mod train that runs down to the Timmy's, picks up
Yeah.
your Timmy's and brings it back.
Brings
Yeah.
back to Tim Hortons for you, yeah?
You could just have it running in a circle. By the time it gets there, it'll be time for another one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no switches or anything on it. It goes around twice before it comes back, 3 times before it comes back to where it started.
And then does it shut down at where it started?
No, it'll stay running. It's only an analog one. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
a PCC.
Well, it looks all right.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
You don't have a 3D printer, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a shame. You need to find someone that can send you a 3D printing of a Tim Hortons restaurant.
Yeah. Hey, there's, I surprised they haven't got one out yet. They got one at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I think Subway. I think they got one out.
So I'm sure I've seen a Timmy's restaurant.
Yeah, you think they'd have? Wouldn't
If
take-
not, start building one and you might be able to sell it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's my 3D.
Those things keep popping up in my hand here. Oh, here comes back. What are you doing? Bring it here. What you got? You give me that. Oh, got it again. You got that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little British engine there. See that one there for going around on that little layout?
Yeah.
Got a little British one.
Now, how much electricity does it take?
Oh, it's only 12 volts, but I mean, you got to plug it into regular 110 or 120 or whatever you want to call it. So,
Yeah, but
How many watts
it's
does it
constant.
take?
You're not. It's not charge. You don't charge them up.
no.
You're gonna plug it into a transformer.
Yeah, it's got to have a transformer. I got one for it, so not a big deal.
Yeah, it's been years since I've used the train set.
Yeah.
About 40 years.
Hmm. That's the one where you open it. Hmm. You got to open it. You know, I could open. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a big one, eh, Paul?
Mm,
Yeah.
here's
Now,
Rod.
what scale is that, Paul?
In scale, M.
M scale. Hey, here comes Rod.
Hey, Rod,
Long day.
Mm,
I can hook the power up to it in a hurry to see if there's any power going to the track, because I've got a transformer. I can't go all the way around right now.
It won't go all the way around.
Well, because one part of the track is disconnected right now.
Oh. Does it have to be completely connected for it to make a circuit, or does it just?
To go, no, it doesn't.
Okay. So, Rod, what were you up to today?
Looking at data, upgrading a server, and having a meeting with my boss.
sounds interesting.
It was a busy day. It only took 2 hours to upgrade the servers.
I'm a donut. Okay.
Go ahead, go lay
Thank you,
down.
David.
Go lay down.
Actually, Dominic, it was 3 servers.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Still only took 2
Fun.
hours.
Yeah, I haven't done that shit in years.
Yeah. I do it with my eyes closed.
It'll be about 5 years since I've done any hardware work. I used to.
Oh, this
to
wasn't
run-
hardware. This is server. It was just
I know.
upgrading.
I used to run Linux web servers.
Yeah, we were upgrading the database servers.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, someone must have a 3D printer that can print something for Hodges.
Yeah.
You're gonna 3D print Hodges?
No, he wants the 3D print, Tim Hortons.
A small Tim Hortons.
Oh, you're
guy.
gonna 3D print Tim? We'll make we'll make a Tim and set up a webcam
Tim-
and make him look
no,
like he's sleeping
Tim
again.
Hortons.
A Tim, no, he wants
Tim
to.
Hortons
Yeah,
coffee
yeah,
shop.
yeah. I know. I'm teasing. You mean Tim Hortons, the thing you have every 2 blocks in Canada,
Yeah.
basically?
There's not one here, so I don't know what they're like.
Can you see that on screen?
I can, yep.
So Tim Hortons. To scale.
Okay, so there's an STL file for it.
How big is it?
You can resize it to whatever size you need.
Oh, really?
Okay,
It looks more like an Intel Hortons because it's Intel blue.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's the way it will print out, or whatever filament you use, and then obviously you paint
and then you
it.
paint over the top of it.
Yeah, but it's even got the
Yeah.
Tim Hortons logo.
Oh, great.
I mean, if you have an intricate enough printer though, you could print it out without ever actually having to paint it, because there's one machine that you can do 8 different filaments, and you can set
Oh,
it for
great.
what you want, what part of the print you want, what color, and it will automatically change it in the print.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I can't have the money for one of them.
Yeah. I'd love one.
Well, those things are fucking expensive.
So tomorrow's
They'd
day
be even
3
more
of my-
expensive here.
Tomorrow is what?
Day 3 of my decisive week.
Oh, okay.
It's the day the council ring.
Hmm.
They're either going to offer us somewhere or they're not.
I guess the question is, Dominic, when will 3D printers become so complicated that they are the StarTech replicator and
I
they
was
can
just
replicate
about to say that.
they can replicate
Just about to
anything?
say, I want a Star Trek replicator.
Exactly.
You
You
just
just
go up
replicate
there
anything.
and you can get your, as Picard would say, tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Food replicator where you can just say, yep, I want a pizza.
Well,
I can
they've
imagine. I can
actually got
imagine
3D
that day
food
will come at
printers.
some point.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would take like 30 seconds to materialize.
Yeah.
Has
I know there's
anybody
3D.
ever eaten a 3D food from a 3D food printer?
Yes.
No.
What's it taste like?
Oh, I've never had it, but I was gonna say, there are 3D printed foods you can buy, and there's actually 3D printed cups that come with flavoring
Oh,
tablets that are printed on the
That
bottom
would
of the
not
cups.
surprise me because you could twist, fibers into a filament kind of thing, right?
Let
I
me see if
mean-
I can.
Roll up a green leaf really tight. It would look like a little filament string. So it
Mm.
doesn't surprise me that they don't make organic things that are edible that you could 3D print with. Another 100 years, the replicator will be invented.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
3D
more-
printing is just the start of it all.
Mhm.
See if they still sell those things on Amazon.
Right. Just so you're all aware,
Yeah.
No,
the
I don't wanna be
comment in
aware.
the chat there where it says, whenever Laura wants Tim Hortons, I'm going to take her there. That was Laura putting that. She's on my phone.
I don't believe you. I think you're just trying to save face. with the
Pictures
chat.
or it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, have you all heard the news about YouTube?
What about
Yes.
It's all changed.
But I've got to wait.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I
afraid
can't-
they've got to stay at 1,000
Why?
because they've
It drops to 500.
it drops to 500, but not
500 subscribers and only 3,000 watch hours.
Yeah. But they didn't drop it by half. They only dropped it by a third.
Well, the subs they dropped by half. The
Yeah,
watch hours they
So the
dropped
watch
by a
hours
third.
is only a third.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
the thing.
on the new watch hours.
And I believe they're merging the two. the shorts and the.
It says 3 public uploads.
Huh.
It says 500 subscribers, 3 public uploads, and 3,000 watch hours, or 3 million shorts views.
3 million.
It's 10 million at the moment.
Well, you got
3D printed pancakes.
Yay! Where do we get one? I want one of those.
Which in reality, there's nothing special about that. It's literally just a
Just
dispenser.
batter, yep.
It's just a batter dispenser that's
Yeah.
And I was
Can
do
wondering
it
if,
quicker than I can.
automated.
I was wondering if they 3D printed like an omelet or something, you know?
Yeah, but let's be honest here. We could have made that omelette quicker than that. Or that pancake.
But it can make more intricate designs than I can.
And that's all it does is pancakes, because it's called the pancake spot.
Okay, how do I get this
Hmm.
dumb thing to show me my lifetime? It's only showing me this month. I got 86 hours this month. Ooh.
You should have an option, but it's not per month, it's per year.
Yeah, I went to the
3,000 in a year.
analytics. I went to the
Yeah.
analytics page. Oh
Because
wait,
1,000.
let's see here.
just with my lightning strike.
Yeah, never mind. I
Yeah.
see. Pick lifetime.
Just with my lightning strike video, I've got over 4,000 watch hours. However, most of them was over a year ago. So
Ah, bugger. You're gonna have to get back up there and find another lightning strike. Hey, Gitchigumi.
we're getting struck by lightning.
Yeah. I
So
reckon
it's-
that'll get you 3 million.
So it's
That'll get
3,000
you
in a year,
3 million
3,000 in the
watch
last
hours on.
year. I got 1,700. I'm halfway there.
There's our favorite air pilot.
Yeah, you'll
Yes.
just have to, you have to get 3,000 within a year's period. You have to maintain that.
Yeah, you gotta talk shit for 3,000 hours.
Like me, right now, they require 1,000 with 4,000 hours. I'm almost double for the year.
That's why
so
everybody does live streams. It's easy to get the time, hours.
Yep.
I mean, it is if you're live streaming as much as Paul, but if you're only doing one a week, it's not really gonna help you. that
Yeah,
much.
but even if you're doing one a week at 1 hour with 50 people, that's 50 hours a week kind of thing.
Well, if me and Laura finally get somewhere, then I'm going to go
About
back
100
to
hours a
doing
day,
Euro
I think.
trucks.
What's that, David?
If me and Laura finally get somewhere, I'm going to go back to doing the Euro trucks during the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Afternoon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Dominic, I need to complete what I've been thinking about doing, which is live streaming the surfers.
What on
I'm
earth?
doing a drone live feed. When I go over and film the surfers.
Hmm.
Cause I'll probably actually get a bunch of them watching, so it probably
Yeah.
won't be hard to get the watch time, get that amount of watch time doing something like that on the weekends.
Rod, there's something very interesting going on behind your head.
Yeah, someone's washing your car.
That's his wife.
Oh, is the thing bouncing?
Yeah,
she's
twisting
she's
and-
wearing
And
white.
you can see, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Looks
yeah, I
like she's
see.
washing your
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Yeah, but at first it looked like she was shoving her bum in your head. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Here, let me fix this problem.
Okay, you
There.
need no, you need a piece of green fabric behind you. That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah, say no to the wife.
So these ones right here, these are 3D printed on the bottom of these cups, and you buy the cups and you just fill them with water, and they're like flavored
They,
drinks.
Oh,
they
nice.
dissolve.
Yeah, it's just 3D printed, yeah, and then it dissolves in the water.
So it's like
Uh,
you're 3D printing tap.
And I want to say this was done on Shark Tank,
Oh, okay.
and it actually was pretty popular for the first year or so it was out. I don't know. I wasn't sure what they were called, and I was trying to find them on Amazon. But I
So
couldn't
are the
find 'em.
tablets stuck to the plastic cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the printer reaches down in there, 3D prints those tablets onto the bottom of the cup. And then they send you buy like 20 of them at a time of different flavors. And then you just put water in there and they dissolve into the water.
Hmm.
I mean, it's nothing special about it. Like I said, if you really think about what it is, It's just an over-engineered freaking cup of flavored water, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And people will probably spend $8 on it.
Well, Paul, welcome back, and I found the Tim Hortons building for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there you go.
There's the STL file.
Now you just have to find somebody to print it for you.
Has it got a drive-through?
I think you might have to add that.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure you could find a drive-through setup somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just add it on
Yeah.
into the build plate.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it would be along the side of the building there on the left.
Well, look on there, David, and put in drive-through and see what pops up.
It's free to fix it.
But Google that.
Although he could always build his own drive-through, you could do a drive-through sign and then just,
Yeah, just
Fix it.
Yeah.
all you need to do is build a little lane next to the one side of the building, put a little sign up like you're
that's
driving through.
one.
What I'll do, Paul, I'll try and find one, and I'll have it built for you, and then you can find someone over that way to print it
Well,
for you.
if Bill from Newfound Drone Production can print it for me.
Oh, he's just around the corner, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a couple thousand miles away. He's not 5,000 miles away.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
everything's just
He's
around the
going
corner.
Yumi says she's got jet lag.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but for him to ship it within Canada would be cheaper
Oh,
than
yeah.
Paul
lot
would.
cheaper.
Then it would cost Paul to ship it right across the border. Bill.
What's Kichigumi's first name?
Kristen?
Christy.
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 I
Close
keep,
enough.
I keep thinking in my mind Kristen, and then I says, no, it's not Kristen, it's Christy.
Yeah.
What's up, Gitchy? Sorry, I didn't say hi to you a minute ago. I was busy.
I think I've already said hello. If I haven't, I'll say hello again because I might have forgotten.
I sent him ages ago, so he knows there's a message.
Okay, cool.
Justine,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
check your messages.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, hold on.
oh,
I
Laura
must
said
work out-
it's
I
already
must
checked.
work out how to do that.
Yeah. Is that
What?
the Great Republic, Paul?
Yeah,
I'm getting a message to flash up.
Yeah. Must work out. I know it's OBS, but I've got to work out how to use OBS. It's complicated.
Hey, I want to put a Tim Hortons with the drive-through. Yeah. You know, coffee shop. Tim Hortons is famous here in Canada. And I have shares in the place because I buy so much
You've
coffee.
got the DZ on Facebook. Message it.
I don't think he's got Facebook.
What?
He's only on
AZ, I will get the file ready and I'll send it to Laura and she'll email it to you. I'll put it in a Google box or something
Mark.
so you can download it.
Mark what?
No, because I'm really. I've got to
He
try.
wants the Tim
Big
Hortons
back.
off of Thingiverse. The Tim Hortons building,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, man, I can post a link to it, can't I?
Just post the link because then he can just pull it and do it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
post
but
the
I
link.
was gonna do a few mods to make it look like it's proper Timmy's with a drive-through.
Oh, okay.
But that's the file you need.
I just
That's the
didn't
start
look.
file, yeah.
You got
And if you could print it in the right colours for him, you know, the right red and the right white.
Yeah.
There it is.
I can paint it. But here's one here. Get it from 3D World 11 months, 3 weeks ago. I don't know. There's some different ones here.
There you go.
That one looks kind of cheesy. That one looks. That
That
one
one
there
looks
looks
good.
more like what we have here.
Okay, how much is it? How much is it?
It doesn't say how much that one is.
Oh, click where it says get from 3D Warehouse.
Okay.
Um,
Download. I don't know. Oops, you must have signed down. Oh, we'll bring it right back.
yeah, sign in and you get it for free.
Trimble? Okay, I have to get into that. Yeah. Wow, she ever raining hard here. Woohoo! She just coming down. Wow. Okay, where's my stop chair here? Okay, It took off on me. There it is. Back. Yeah, she just pouring rain here right now. Wow. Come down hard. Actually, that's 43 Wellington Road South here in London. That's actual Tim Hortons. Wow.
Means you're what, halfway between Windsor and Toronto,
Yep,
pretty much.
pretty much. 2 hours to Toronto that way, 2 hours to Windsor that way.
Yeah. I've known some people that live there.
Yep. Oh. There's some bad stuff down around Chatham, Kent, Detroit area right now. Huh? Well, around
Clear. It's clear around here. Oh, wait a second. Well, it's not clear north of me. It's in St. Augustine and north. And it looks like TJ is gonna get rained on pretty soon. Down there and around West Palm. It's kind of weird, Justin. The north and the south are both getting rain. The middle is dry at the moment.
Yeah, I don't
we've had-
know
we've
what
had
it
that
is.
recently.
It's kind of
it's-
weird right at the second.
It seems like we're not getting the rain that we normally would be this time of year. Like it's only rained here. It's
yeah.
rained here very little.
It's still early. I don't know. I
Right.
haven't been paying much attention to the NOAA site yet either, so I probably should.
Easy, you in the you're still in chat. All right, let me just get this up.
No. No.
What the goddamn hell is that? Right, anyway.
No.
What do you mean no?
I'm just looking at what Justin put up. No.
Don't ask me where that one came from.
No, nothing for the next 7 days in the tropics.
Right.
Kind of too early in the season anyways.
Can anyone see the chat? Ask AZ which one he needs.
AZ just said yes.
Yeah, but which one?
No, I think he said yes. He's still in the chat.
Yeah, but which model does he need?
I don't know. You got to ask him that.
There.
Oh, it's probably.
That one looks really good.
Well, it's probably whichever one that Paul wants. Then just send him that particular.
Well, and
file.
then you have to size it, right?
Well,
No.
that's something.
Right, just before you go any further, we need to know whether he needs his 2003 SketchUp model or the USDZ file or the GLB file.
Oh, who's ever gonna do it? Yeah.
Yeah, he has to sign up.
Oh, we can figure that out and get back.
It's free to sign up anyway, so
Yeah.
I just put it in a chat.
Justin, what are you saying no to?
Oh,
Right.
that's my answer to check your messages.
It's the counter.
Right. AZ, that's the link. It's free to sign up.
You know what you need to do, Justin, to get it to flash like the other one does.
You mean like this?
Yep. And then yours is he say check your messages, and yours will be going no, no, no.
What? Laura said I should change it to do not check your messages.
Okay.
How about not a
Dominic see what partly what done to my hair. I said like this much my head.
Yeah, I'm not, I was gonna make a comment, but I didn't want to insult you.
Have you seen the comments I get on my short videos?
I know that, but I'm just, okay. If you want me to say what I was gonna say, because I saw the blonde and I said, what, you're doing the Boris Johnson hairstyle?
No,
that's-
it's not short.
Oh, that's almost a similar color to what he had.
Hey,
Hey,
Paul, the sun's back out here now.
Yay!
Oh, she's just pouring heavy here right now. Really heavy.
So, how's this for an end to 2023? Bojo and Trump could be in jail.
Who?
Bojo.
Boris Johnson, Bojo,
Who the fuck is Bojo?
the former
Boris
PM
Johnson.
of
I know who
the
he is
UK.
now, but I didn't know what that nickname was.
Yeah, you don't know Bojo. I thought every prime minister or president had a nickname.
Yeah, the current one's called Useless. The last one was called Fuck, what the hell? The one before that was called Bojo. No, it weren't. You know what? I've lost bloody count on how many.
Yeah, I know, you've had so many.
I think this one's outstayed his welcome.
Yeah, they have to change him again.
Well, they're talking about calling a snap election now.
There you go, Paul.
Yeah, and see the sun's out. And there's a squirrel in your bird
Nice.
feeder.
Squirrel
But
in the
you can
field.
see you can see the rain on the ground though.
Yep.
You didn't oil up that bird feeder pole before you?
Oh no, I gotta. They eat just a little. They're just grazing.
Grazing, yeah, they'll empty the fucking thing.
But yet the birds eat the peanuts. He goes out there and flips out, wants to start hitting them with a pellet gun.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
It's not even a birdhouse. It's just a feeder for the squirrels.
Yeah, it's a squirrel feeder, not a bird feeder.
Have you got a thunderstorm there, Paul?
Have I got what?
I was talking to Paul Hodges.
What's that?
I'm honestly,
You got a thunderstorm or something?
Yeah, yeah, we got a bad one going through right now. Yeah. Well, it's not bad, but it's pretty good.
it's all quiet up here.
Nobody
It
cares.
looks like it's gonna have it for a while.
Nobody cares, Justin.
Right through.
Mark says nobody cares, Justin.
That's good. Maybe they'll take the fire ban off.
I keep watching this Ukraine-Russian war.
Conditions would be favorable for the development of
Anything
football
interesting?
this afternoon, this evening. Affected areas, St. Thomas, Elmer, and Eastern.
As a military guy, it's interesting to see what they're doing right now. I'll just say it appears what they're really trying to do is get the Russians to commit what little reserve troops they have to sort of reinforce areas, and then they're going to hit them somewhere. The question is, where is that somewhere? And there's something that's stuck in the back of my head that is would be a wild and crazy move on their part, but they'd probably cause hell and havoc if they did it. So,
Hey, Rod, in your estimation, how many soldiers are in Ukraine that are from other countries that are fighting for the Ukrainians?
I don't know the answer to that. There's probably at least 20,000.
That's what I kind of thought, because there was
Their initial groups that they tried to stand up, I think, were like 10 to 15,000 foreigners. So there's probably at least 20,000 around.
Yeah, it's everybody living the glory days from the Cold War. They want to take pop shots at Russians for the last 30
The
years.
problem you've got, they can't give a definitive figure, is because there are actual Russians that are actually over there fighting the Russians as well.
Yeah. And
Really?
that's actually the part that I've been thinking about. So that group of Russians have been attacking in the Belgorod area, which is actually, hell, I might as well show you what the hell I'm looking at.
I've been watching a couple of these Ukraine videos.
Yeah, this is not a video. This is a website. It shows the war map and where the attacks are and all that kind of good stuff. Here, let me zoom out just a little bit. So down here's Crimea, the Dnipro River. You can see this big blue line thing kind of runs in through here.
Yeah, it's a bit wider now, isn't it?
That's the split. That dam was right here. The dam ended up causing more damage to the Russian side, which is the south side, than it did the north side. And the worst part of it is they caused their own problem. Russia wants to hang on to Ukraine, but they're going to run out of water now that they blew the dam, because they were getting a good chunk of their water from that. Nothing about what they did with that dam was good for the Russians.
So
Nothing.
everything that's in brighter red was originally part of Ukraine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, where the hell is it? Anyways, Kharkiv is up here. This light red is Russia, right? This light pinkish color is actually Russia. So the Belgorod area, where those Russians who are fighting the Russians, is literally right here. So it's just inside. I forget how many. It's only like 15 kilometers or something like that on that side of the border. So that's where those Russians have been going in and sort of screwing around with the Russians. But there's something that I've been thinking about and kind of wondering. And if the Russian or if the Ukrainian military is paying attention, so far the Russians have not really moved any significant amount of military force up in that area. So one of the challenges around this whole battlefront is that they've put in, all the mines and tank pits and blah, 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 all that kind of bullshit, right? Yeah. So you have to realize the Russian border is right here. If the Russians haven't put any of those put in any of those defenses on their side of the border, one of the smartest things the Ukrainians could do would be come up here into the north, cross the Russian border, and then drive down from the north. They could be like throwing a spear through the middle of all that crap.
Well, Rod,
just
where
cause major ass havoc. The question is, would they cross the border to do it? That's the only political question.
Rod, where is that nuclear power plant?
So that nuclear power plant is right down here. Next to the big lake that was, the dam, but the plant is kind of like right here. Here's Zaporizhzhia. I don't know why it's named the Zaporizhzhia, because it's actually down here on this side, but that's where that power plant is. So the chances are the Ukrainians are going to end up taking that back pretty easily, probably, with all of this. But like I said, the one thing I keep wondering, and it's really a political risk on their side, the Ukrainians have always said they're only fighting on their territory. Yeah, but as a military guy, how do you take on militaries? You can either hit them head on and try to drive through their defenses, or you go around, right? What did we do in Iraq? We had that big left hook. We literally drove around everything and came in from behind and hit them. And this section up here is.
I can end this debate already. The reason why Ukraine can't go around the back of them is because governments that have given them weapons have said they can only be used on their land.
I don't think anybody would have any problem if they drove around and only went 5 kilometers in the border and then went south back into their own territory.
They should go go into Russian borders and start fucking them up from the inside.
But
Screw
look
that.
at,
They are just, and that's the point.
Red,
The rest,
looking at the darker red, their front is like what, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilometers inside the original border, right?
no, it's a lot farther than that. So like over here, it's over 100 kilometers from here to
Okay.
there, kind of thing. I don't know if this dumb map has a scale on it anywhere. But you know, I keep as a military guy going, okay, well, you can either fight your way through their defenses or do what they're doing and sort of fight in a bunch of places, trying to get the Russians to bunch up and then go hit them somewhere else, which is what they did up in Kharkiv last September when they took all this blue crap back last year. They kind of hit them from where they weren't expecting and they overran them. And I still keep looking at this going, if the Russians haven't put anything up here on this north side of what's Ukrainian territory, they could easily go through a little bit of Russia and then turn south and then just drive.
Yeah, but
And-
just drive into free of their own cities and just take them back.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
Right now, if you look, this whole entire line here, right, where you kind of see all these bombs, it's got minefields and everything else, tank pits and all that kind of bullshit. So what I don't know is, have the Russians put those defenses up here on the northern side of Ukraine that they still hold? And if they haven't, goddamn, as a military
Well, I
guy,
mean,
I'd be really fucking tempted to go through Russian territory to come back into the Ukrainian territory and just drive down in behind.
Well, look at their
all these
tactics
fuckers.
already, Rod. You really think that they're that smart? 'Cause they
The
haven't
Ukrainians,
seen-
yes, because
No,
they
no,
got
no,
us
no, no.
helping them.
I'm
The
talking about
Russians?
Russians.
No, they're not. No,
That's
they're
what I'm
not.
saying. I wouldn't think the Russians would
That's
even. thought to
why
do
I
that.
keep looking at that spot, just going, I can't believe the
Oh.
Ukrainians aren't gonna try to
You know what the Ukrainians
go
need to
through
do
there.
is if they actually get to a point where they push them back to the border, they need to keep working their way in there. Screw them. They did
No,
it to them.
they won't do that, but
I would put a thorn.
yeah,
right
they've
through
talked
Russia's
about having like 100-kilometer demilitarized zone.
What would
And-
that? Like that?
but
Yeah.
looking at the conflict, right, it's either you fight your way through, which right now they're kind of fighting in about 4 different areas, they're trying to do 2 things. One, they're trying to get the Russians to commit what reserves they have, and they don't have a lot of reserve troops to sort of fill in, and then figure out where the holes are and try to drive through the holes. 2, the Russians love to throw shit tons of artillery out there, so they're actually trying to get the Russians to consume up what ammunition they have, so that then they can hit. One, it makes it a hell lot easier to figure out where the supply depots for the Russians are. If the Russians are shooting that much, you're going to see the fucking trucks driving back to go pick up more ammunition. So you got to figure out where those locations are, so it makes it easier to hit them. So one of the things they're trying to do is just get the Russians and figure out their supply chain behind them, and then attack the supply chains. That's part of what's going on
Well, I'm
now.
sure
That's why they're
they're-
not like driving through them. That's why they're not driving hard yet in any one particular place.
Well, I'm sure the Ukrainians probably aren't having to do much recon themselves. They're probably getting handed files after files.
Oh, they're
of
doing
this
their,
is where
trust
this
me,
is
they're
at.
doing some of trust me, they're doing a lot of their own too. They have people.
Well, I'm saying
wandering
any
around inside
major,
it.
if they need help finding something though, somebody's gonna step in and give them the info.
Well,
they need.
Rod, in the old Ukraine, which has been taken, that land, how strong is the support for the Ukrainian military, even though the Russians are there?
Well,
See,
they got
this
a very
is-
good
this
welcoming
is-
committee.
Yeah,
for
this is always kind of the weird part of this conversation, because my wife is from the Ukraine. That part of Ukraine was most definitely driven by Russians. But here's the interesting part. They didn't necessarily want to be Russian. They didn't necessarily want to be Ukrainian, but they also necessarily didn't want to be ruled
They
by.
wanted an independent state, didn't they?
Yeah, it's probably one of those, we're Russian, but we don't want to be part of Russia kind of thing. We just don't want the Ukrainians telling us what to do. So yeah, it's probably more of an independence thing. Crimea was probably split, I don't know, 60-40, 60 Russian, 40 Ukrainian. So there's a lot of support for the Ukrainians in those areas. And what Russians there are there, probably less than half of them actually support Russia. Just because Russian's their language doesn't mean that they support Russia.
Well, what I noticed is down there in the middle, you've got a red line going around what looks like a separate state right there. What
That's one of the states in Ukraine. That one's
Donetsk, is it?
Donetsk. I think that one's Donetsk, and the other, yeah, here you go. Luhansk or whatever it is the northern one. Donetsk is this one. The Zapor whatever region is down here, and then Crimea is sort of the fourth territory that
so
the
they
Russians have claimed.
they've got separate territories then.
Yeah, like
and
we have
Donetsk is the
states.
most
It's like a
Russian.
state.
Yeah.
Their oblast, or however you say that, is basically equivalent to our states.
Yeah, and Donetsk is the most pro-Russian than the other two.
Yes. Then the rest of them, yes. So, like I said, and up here, which is up in that area where they took last year, and they're at the Russian border. This is where the Russians are running across the Belgorod, which is right here, and screwing with the Russians. And the Russians haven't really been reacting all that well, nor necessarily moving a lot of troops there. I'm sure the Russians are going, hey, the Ukrainians got them playing around to try to get us to move troops from someplace else. So that's why they're not really rushing a bunch of people in there. But
the
to
biggest
me,
problem
as a
for
military
Russia-
guy, then I go, that's a weak spot that the Ukrainians should fucking go
Yeah.
hit hard.
But you see at the bottom there where you got the sea in that,
Mm-hmm.
you got Crimea and that little bit of water.
Mm-hmm.
That is the bit that Russia cannot afford to lose. Because
Yeah.
once they lose that bit and Ukrainians make it back to the sea, they're going to take out that bridge, and Crimea is practically Ukraine again.
Yeah, you know, the bridge discussion.
Another
The
Crimean
bridge
War.
he's talking about is right down in here, which is the bridge. There didn't used to be a bridge. The Russians built the bridge. I've seen a lot of discussions, and it's probably true. They're not going to want to take that bridge out immediately. But if they can get down here so that they get within range of being able to take that bridge out, and they essentially cut the land corridor right between Russia and Crimea, other than the bridge, if they can cut this land corridor, which is what our military has been telling them to do, they need to punch a hole in here, get to Mariupol. Actually, Berdansk is the one that I think everybody thinks they're going after, because there's a major road, and you can kind of
Hey, Paul,
where the
can
hell
you
is
see
it?
Yeah.
I zoomed in. Anyways, so here's
Wow.
Berdansk. Anyways, you
That's
can see
hail.
this. You can see
Oh,
the road
shit.
right there, and everybody thinks they're going to push down that road.
Yeah, that's hail here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
So, anyways, if they can cut this land corridor,
Who's
And-
got a calculator out there?
and get close enough to hit the bridge
Yeah,
so that
what do
they
you know?
have the threat of taking the bridge out, then Crimea is in all kinds of trouble. They don't necessarily have to militarily go in and take it over at that point.
I think Crimea is already in a lot of trouble with that water problem.
Yeah, but the water problem only just makes it inevitable that, yeah, I think they sunk themselves by doing that. They made it unsustainable.
Well, they sunk themselves and they decided to go in there to begin with.
No, because they thought they were going to win in 3 days, and so did our side.
Everybody underestimated what was going to happen.
Yep.
And they underestimated
Completely.
underestimated the Ukrainian resistance, right?
Well, they had U.S. military special forces training too, which really helped.
We've
Because
trained them in our way of fighting. We
Yeah, they-
basically have trained them in guerrilla warfare. The Russians fight. Here, let me make it really easy for you. How did the British fight during the American Revolution?
I'm not going back to
Stand in
that.
a line and get
You
shot.
stand in a line and walk forward, right?
Yeah.
What do the Americans do? The Americans laughed at them and went and hid in the trees and just picked them off one by one, right? Guerrilla warfare. That's the way Americans have fought since America became a country. That's how we became a country. we have taught the Ukrainians to sort of fight that same way, and the Russians are fighting more like the British. Just line up side by side and throw enough fucking force and out there, you'll
You know the
you'll win
British don't
eventually.
fight
kinda
that way
thing.
anymore.
Because historically,
I get that, but I'm saying that's kind of the
but
Russian system.
historically, way back when, that was the way they did war in the 1300s, the 1200s.
Oh yeah. You just lined up and
It's the way the
slugged it
flag
out.
waving and
Yeah.
Because, you know, like they said, they always used to put the weakest troops at the front because that would waste the ammunition.
You know, the British should have overran the Americans, right? They had more troops, they had more everything, but the system, the American system and the American way of fighting ended up, and that's what you're seeing going on in Ukraine. Russia should have ran them over, but Russia fights the old
Well, I
way,
mean,
and Ukraine fights the American way, and
Well,
you're
if you
seeing
look at
who's
the
winning.
percentage of deaths of the Russia has seen already in just that 1 year versus what the US seen in 20 years in Afghanistan,
Yeah,
that goes to show you because we understood the guerrilla fighting and
100%.
we were able to counteract it a lot more. And that's why I think they've surpassed us in deaths in just 1 year than what we had in almost 20 years,
Oh, they did long
which
time
is
ago.
insane.
Long time ago.
Just a minute.
More than
Yeah.
they're past more than 4 times what we lost in Vietnam. 4 times. We
Right.
lost 50,000. They've lost 200,000.
Laura, can you get me the phone number for the UK government, Richie Sunak? Hot Rod and Justin have told us how to take America back.
You know, David, I think there's an easy
What?
answer to that. Just sit and wait. We're going to take ourselves out.
Justin, you know, you're always saying that, you know, about the British. Just remember, our flag is on your 51st state.
Well, yeah, because you're going to be our 51st state.
No, Hawaii.
We just no, Hawaii's not 51st. What are you talking about?
there's only 50 states.
There's only 50.
There's
I
There's
don't know.
more.
Canada, I think Canada kind of counts as the 51st.
There's
Sorta.
48 in what they call the lower 48, which is below Canada.
Yep.
And then you have Alaska and Hawaii.
Alaska and Hawaii.
That's 50.
Yeah.
But we have a couple of territories.
Because people up in Alaska, they'll be like, "Are you from the lower 48?" That's how
Yeah.
they'll ask you when they ask you what state you're
Oh,
from.
come
they'll
on.
say,
That
"Oh,
one Russian politician said they should take Alaska back. That they
Yeah.
didn't actually sell it to us.
There we go.
Yeah, you did. You sold it to us. Yes, you did. So, anyways, I keep wondering whether the Ukrainians, given that that one Russian and fighting Russians have been playing up here in this area, they're obviously not running across minefields to go attack those villages and crap that are up here. So that tells me there must not be much for land defenses. And it's like, okay, why do the Ukrainians not come here and go straight south back into their territory and go in behind whatever the Russians have built here along the line? They could seriously, couple of armor brigades driving south with sort of no minefields in their way. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they could go 200 kilometers behind and just drive and cause massive havoc with I don't know that the Russians would know what to do because their command and control sucks. That's why they're in the position they're in now.
And you ain't lying. Canada might as well just join the United States.
They almost did. We came within less than 2 miles of taking them over. So we ended up
Okay,
like
you're
2
back.
miles short.
It's the 50th state that has the Union flag on it. And just so you're aware, the UK will not give up Canada very easily. No.
That's okay. You can have them.
Yeah, it's cute. He thinks he could stop us.
Well, you're welcome to come to Australia then.
Hey, David.
You guys have already welcomed us. You let us set up like 20 bases.
Yeah,
there
go on,
already.
Paul.
Yeah, AD said to send us here to show you.
That looks like a drive-through on that one side.
Yeah, yeah, it might be a window here or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you set up your drive-through, right? You build
Oh,
yourself a
okay.
little road,
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
little.
Nice shot. Seriously.
Well, I see in the chat, David, you'll say you'll buy me Tim Hortons.
Hey, Paul, do you know where Tobeville is, just west of me? About 5
Yeah.
miles? Apparently a tornado. There right now, while it was, they don't think it hit the ground, but there's a tornado.
In the
Like-
air. Yeah.
Yeah, and hail and everything else here right now.
Oh, and that's true too, Mark, but with the modern training they got from the US Special Forces, like what, a good 8 years before that war kicked off?
We developed their NCO
Yes.
corps, so they have leadership without the officers, and that's the difference. The Russian command structure basically is nobody below a battalion, what would be effectively a battalion commander in the rest of the world
Can make any
can make
decisions
any
on the fly.
decisions whatsoever. None,
Right, can I just
officers
quote-
or otherwise.
can I just quote that famous American saying? Oh, good for you.
Well, I mean, that's true too. And see, that's the same way the Chinese military works, is they don't allow their guys at the bottom to make decisions on the fly if necessary. They have to wait to get, you know,
It was the same thing in
permission.
Iraq, and because Iraq fight like the Russians, which is why we took the head of the snake off. And at that point, it was
right, and because a lot
it
of,
was no, it wasn't a matter of whether we were going to win.
well, I mean, it's true though.
Would you done
though.
it without us, though?
In
If
the
you
first
don't-
3 days, Saddam couldn't talk to any of his units on the front line, so nobody was going to make any decisions at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Thanks
saying.
to- Thanks to us.
If you don't let a basic sergeant in the field make a decision on the fly in order to complete his mission without having to get permission from the top, you know, that can create a problem.
That makes you
Okay.
slow and lethargic in how you fight, which means you
Ex-
lose.
Right.
Yeah, we taught you that.
That'd be
Yeah,
like,
you did
that'd-
because we had to
that'd be like-
we had to
that'd-
fight that way.
that'd be like being in a fist fight saying, just a minute, let me check and see if I can hit you back. Or
Yeah,
But-
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly-
exactly.
that's
That's a
exactly-
good analogy. That's a really good analogy. Wait, I got to ask my coach whether I can hit you.
Yeah. And how hard, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And how
Yeah.
hard. Yeah. That's a pretty good
JD's got a
analogy,
point
actually,
there, David.
Paul.
That wasn't an American saying, it was.
Shut
said
up,
by
JD.
Christian Bale. He is an English actor.
Okay, let me
Hey,
quote.
Jack.
Let me quote the better American saying. Shut up, JD.
America, fuck yeah.
Exactly, America. Fuck you.
So the Russians are okay until the Ukrainians break through, and then you need a lot of command decisions at a lot of places, and then their system just falls apart, which is why you saw them do what they did up in the Kherson area and just kind of fell apart and retreated because that's all they knew how to do. Nobody around could react, so by the time they could react, the fight was over.
Well, Rod, they had a lot of desertion going on over there too, don't they?
Yeah, they still do. Hello, they got troops behind their troops shooting their own troops that are running away.
Thanks.
That's how bad their morale is.
That means they're still going to be pushing shorts.
That's the difference between a volunteer force and a conscripted force.
hmm
Well, even worse is they haven't convinced that force that it's a fight worth fighting. So when you don't
Exactly.
do that, the soldiers don't fight.
That's the biggest problem with this war. The Russians are fighting their own families, and they don't want to do it.
It's amazing how connected they are on both sides of that border.
Yeah, because it used to be Russia.
No, you want to know an interesting? You want to know an interesting story? Ukraine was bigger. It really was.
The other countries nipped away at the outside of it.
Yeah,
It was during the whole Iron Curtain thing.
Mm-hmm. In fact, Moscow took its name from Moscovia, which was actually Ukrainian.
Mm.
So they've acquired. You have to remember that there used to be the Kiev Warsaw Pact, which was pre anything Russia, that was fucking a powerhouse in that part of the planet. So the Russians saying no, the Russians were always the minority in that area. Always. They're just trying to change history. No, I'm afraid. Before Catherine the Gate, no, you guys were just little Duke fiefdoms.
And I want to point something out to you. While all this is going on, right, don't underestimate what Iran and Syria are doing behind our backs.
Yeah,
Do not take your eye off them, because they're up to no good.
Yeah, we know.
And Israel are going to strike.
Oh, yeah.
Israel are ready.
You and I both know that.
I'll tell you what though, Israel's
problem with
Iron
that-
Dome system.
Yeah, but the
Pretty
problem
damn
with
good.
Israel's strike is does China think, fuck it, this is our chance, and strike themselves?
You know, David, I'll be honest. I'm not so sure the Chinese didn't give the Russians the go ahead, trying to get the West to look the other directions, and are just biding their time to do their thing. I've been worried about that since day one, that this was the Chinese way of weakening the West so that they could do what they wanted to do with Taiwan. Forget Iran. Keep your fucking eye on China.
I mean, everything they've been doing in Australia though, and everything, it seems like they're more focused on China right now than they are Ukraine anymore. I mean, it seems like Ukraine is just a dumping ground to test some new weapons and give them old shit that's just stockpiled in the, stuff
It
they want to
is.
get
Most
rid
of
of.
it of what we've given them is things that have been decommissioned.
But it
So-
seems like the last few months, especially, they've been very focused on.
Even all those
China.
initial javelins, anti-tank weapons that we gave them, those were all ones that were scheduled to come out of the system. They were about to be retired. So we literally gave them the crap that we were about to throw away anyways. Because the expiration time was up on them.
Yeah, but where you guys are giving them, short range old missiles, we're being forward thinking.
Yeah, the Shadow Strike, that change of the
Yeah.
Shadow Strike, that was a nice
You-
change.
We're going, here, have this, and have this.
Yeah.
And then a couple
We
of-
need to do the same. We need to give them the ATACMs, which goes in the HIMARS, which gives them
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen?
150
won't you?
kilometers.
The way our country's going, give it a couple of months, and we'll be like, oh shit, we got no weapons left.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
and
the
I
thing
think
is-
that's why I wonder about the Chinese and whether the Chinese aren't. Is Putin not like overreacting now simply because he's doing his job, which is consuming the West, and his payoff will come when China does their
I
thing?
think Putin's days are numbered. I think he's battling inside now.
It wouldn't surprise me. It
And
wouldn't surprise me.
not only is he battling his own people inside, he's battling his own health inside. Because look how quiet the Belarusian government's got.
Yeah, that's a very valid point.
They've backed down quite a lot.
Let's just say the Ukrainians are only having to keep an eye on them now, not necessarily keep shit tons of troops up by that northern border. Yeah, that guy knows that his days would be about a week if he actually authorized to attack Ukraine, because like 3/4 of the country actually hates him. That's another one of those where corrupt system.
But he also knows that now NATO's right on his doorstep. So one stray missile and it could be freaking game over for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily.
And that's what Russia's now got to be careful of.
Well, you know what's funny was
Ukraine's now NATO is getting closer and closer. And I wouldn't be surprised in the next 2-3 years, you start seeing other countries around the south of Russia and east of China wanting to join.
And this is the biggest risk to the West is we want Russia to lose, but we don't want Russia to lose so bad that Russia falls apart.
Yeah, because
Because then you have 11 countries with nukes and all kinds of shit running around that you kind of have to wonder how the hell do you keep control of all that
and
crap.
don't you think too, Rod, the Chinese are sitting in the wings waiting to pick up the pieces?
The Chinese want the eastern half of Siberia, so they're playing their game with the Russians too.
Yeah.
So they got
Yeah,
their
who's to say they wouldn't-
eyes on that stuff as well.
Yeah, who's
So
to say they wouldn't turn on Russia when it came down to it?
they may put this buddy thing on, but I could tell you Xi Jinping or whatever his name is has got his eyes on Eastern Russia, because what's in Eastern Russia? Anybody want to tell me what's in Eastern Russia?
Minerals.
Where's all the oil and gas coming from?
Oil, gas.
It's
Minerals.
all coming from that part, and I guarantee you, China has got its eyeballs going. If Russia falls apart, we're going to step in and take over that territory. Would not surprise me in the fucking least.
Well, it's like, if Germany and Japan would have actually made it through with their ultimate plans back in World War II, who's to say they wouldn't have turned on each other when it was all at the end, That's exactly
They kind
probably
of sort of would have, but they were
I-
far enough apart. They were kind of far enough apart that they weren't going to butt heads too bad.
But
One
I
wanted
bet if
Asia,
that,
one wanted Europe.
but the thing is, I think if Germany would have took Russia and actually held it, they probably would have went right through.
No,
I guarantee you
they
that
wouldn't
Japan
have gone that. They wouldn't have gone that far east.
No, I'm saying if they had, because I know their
they
ultimate-
still wouldn't have gone
the
that far.
right thing to cut
I
Hitler.
still, they still wouldn't have gone that far east. Keep in mind,
They were never
oil and
gonna
gas
take
didn't
back.
oil and gas didn't exist, and you're talking like 4,000 miles of nothingness.
kind of makes you wonder what would have happened if we would have went into Russia. Because I remember who was
Patton
it?
was right.
Patton. He
Patton
wanted to
was
go.
right. We should have just kept marching. Yep. Patton
Yeah,
was
he wanted to
100%
march and
correct.
just take Russia too.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, but
right.
the Russian winter got him.
That would have been curious to see what would have happened by today, because that probably there would have never been no Cold War.
But
It
the
would have been
problem,
interesting to see what
the
would have
problem
happened.
with that is Russia was actually on our side during some of the war.
Yeah, that's debatable. Russia was on Russia's side, and it was a partnership of convenience that the enemy of my enemy is kind of my friend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's the way
that's-
that thing
that's what I'm
worked. They were
saying.
never,
And back in the day-
really on our side.
Yeah, but back in the day, the intelligence would not have been saying that. The intelligence would have been saying, "Don't attack Russia; they're for us."
Yeah, but right at the end of the World War II, when Germany got contained and everything, they immediately went into fuck everybody else. And I mean,
I'll just say
didn't-
there was a gigantic power grab at the end of World War II, and I don't mean in land. And I'll say for the most part, the West won that power grab, and that was for all the German scientists. A good chunk of the really good German scientists all wound up in the US, which is where all of our rocket programs and a lot of our military programs all came from those guys that we sort of scarfed up after the war. The land was sort of secondary. It wasn't obviously for those people that were there and that got scarfed up and ended up on the wrong side of the Iron Curtain, but anyways,
Yeah.
as a military guy, I just kind of wish the world would quit being stupid and quit.
That's not possible.
On
We
behalf
need
of
to-
Can't we just all
Well,
live by the golden rule?
There will never be a vaccine against stupidity.
And I've told several people this when they go, why does the United States do blah, 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 XYZ? And I really tell people, at least the US military, we'd rather not be over there. But I'll be honest, even on a political standpoint, I think for the most part, the politicians would leave countries the West would leave countries alone as long as you do two things. And you can have whatever fucking system you want. One, don't fuck with your neighbors. Stay inside of your borders. Don't be trying to take over your neighbors. That's one. And two, treat your people with some decency. Whatever
that's not
that.
possible.
If you do those two things, you could be communist, a dictatorship, or be anything you wanted. And the West would probably leave you alone. And the West would probably leave you alone. We really don't want to go play world policeman.
Oh, definitely agreed. But
if you do those two things,
our borders,
just treat your people decent and treat your neighbors decent, and you can have whatever political system you want to do.
Definitely.
We'll leave you alone.
But as I've said, our borders, we're an island, remember?
Yeah. You know, Gaddafi. Saddam would have been fine if he'd have just fucking left Kuwait alone. He'd still be here. He'd still be here today. He'd still be alive. He'd have just left it alone. He may have been a dictatorship. He may have been kind of crappy to a lot of his people, but as long as he wasn't fucking with anybody else, we probably would have left him alone and left him in power.
No, like I said before, it's like Reagan said. Unless we get attacked by an outside alien force, the world's never going to come together.
Yeah, no, yeah, I keep wondering that when's our Independence Day going to happen and humans actually realize that we're all part of humanity.
Yeah, we're all part of
We're all humanity. We're really on the same team. What the hell are we fighting over?
Yeah, we've just got to realize that all lives matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You need
Doesn't matter,
force.
race, color, creed, religion, gender preference. I don't care who you are.
Well, like I said, we need an outside force in order for that to happen because, like I said, it's
And
like a
they're
brother
coming.
and sister fighting on a front lawn and a neighbor kid coming getting in between it. And then the sister and brother turn on the neighbor kid. You know, that's exactly what it is.
And there's a lot of bullshit that goes down now that it's like, why the hell is this conversation in public? You know, whatever people do behind their doors, as long as they're not hurting anybody but themselves, why the fuck should it matter to anybody else? You may not agree with them, but do you like need to go convince them that they need to? No. But where it all goes sideways is when those people think they can come out of their door and force their beliefs down everybody else's throat. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Now get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, go back to your house. It'd be
Get out of my
do
space.
whatever the fuck you want. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be you. You know, that's the
Do whatever
rules.
you
Leave
want.
me alone. I'll leave
Just
you
don't
alone and we'll all
try
get
and-
along.
Yeah.
Well, like I said too, you know, the one
But
difference
people can't
between
seem to get that through their thick heads. It's
one
like, oh, I
difference-
got to turn you into me. No, you don't.
But the one difference between the US military and other world powers from other time periods is, to be honest, we're the only one that has never really tried to conquer and take people's land. We might go
No,
in
that's not
and
true.
fight.
That's
Excuse
100%
me.
not true. 100% not true. Ask the Native Americans that
Right.
question.
No.
No. Excuse me.
talking
I'd like
about
to-
when
Here we go.
the
I'm
British
talking-
would like to speak up here.
I'm
You
talking
got
about when we
David
do-
stirred
Excuse
up
me.
now.
Right.
Go
The
ahead,
British-
Dave.
The
It's
British
on
would
again.
like to shut up, you. The British now have to say, if you've never tried to take anyone's land, get the fuck off our land.
No, what I'm saying is when we became a true global power, we have never gone in and just taken somebody's land and say, we're not leaving. Like Iraq and Afghanistan, we didn't have to leave there. Were they really going to push us out? I mean, if we really said, fuck you,
Hey,
we're not
Justin,
leaving.
you want to know a little secret?
What?
Yeah, I think it's getting about
Hey,
that.
Paul.
time to go.
No,
So-
it's time for
Canadians are out of this debate.
it's time for a reality check.
And the Australians are about to
So
leave
we
the
may
debate
have
Hey,
as well.
Dominic.
we
Thanks,
may
buddy.
we may not have taken
A
our
couple of minutes.
big
I've
gigantic
got to have my
armies
long goodbye.
and gone and attack countries, but we sure as hell have fucking meddled in other countries to
Yeah.
change them into our
Oh,
political
I'm not
system.
saying that.
So just the fact that military guys didn't go marching in doesn't mean that we haven't
I
done
just want to
some
point out
shady crap.
this has been the problem. This has
Oh
been
my
the
God,
British problem.
You guys, this is what I understand is I'm not talking about the Indians. I'm talking about when the American military after World War II became a global power, we did not go in and just take people's countries and not give them back when the conflict was over. That's my whole point.
No, well, I'd like to point out.
What about
What
Grenada?
No. You are right. And when you say America,
And I'm tired of the whole
no,
Indian
no,
fucking.
no.
No. I'm tired of the whole Indian debate because every
Not
land
talking
was
about
taken by
Indians.
somebody at
No.
some point.
Forget
The
the
shit's
Indians.
over with. It's in the past. Who gives a shit anymore? I don't care.
We've all moved
Yeah.
on.
And simple.
I'm agreeing with you
Right,
there.
just want to point out here. We've all moved on. We've moved on from that little kiddie war that we let you win with your kiddie soldiers, right?
Yeah.
But we've moved on from that. But you are correct. Since the Second World War, we, as the British and America, as a united front, have gone into countries and we have handed them back. But what we tried to do was turn the government into a British and American favoured
100%
government.
correct.
And
100% correct.
hasn't
I'm not,
100%
and I
happened.
never said that wasn't the case. I'm just saying.
But how
It's
is that
not the
any
day of
different
the-
than sending troops in? It's the same. The end game, Justin, is the exact same end game, whether it's a military guy going in and doing it or whether it's a political guy going in and doing it. The end result is still the same.
Yes, but we're not. But what I'm just saying is we're not taking the land and keeping it for ourselves and saying it's ours now and we have total control. Like I said, if Afghanistan and Iraq, if we didn't want to leave, what would their options really have been? Nothing. They wouldn't have been able to do anything. We could have just stayed there and been like, this is ours now. Is my point. But when
I
they
don't know.
asked us
I
to
had
leave,
the solution to Afghanistan
Left.
the day the towers went down. And we probably should have done it.
Dominic,
Yeah.
And it would have cost us less
Tim's-
money.
Tim's just posted a thing in the chat. He put, Dom, you heard the voice was passed.
No, it still hasn't officially passed because I haven't done the referendum yet.
and
But
Mark,
with that, at the moment, the no part of the referendum is on the two-party preferred basis. At the moment, the no vote is in front of the yes vote. But at the same time, the situation being towards that, there has to be a little bit more leeway between both camps, I feel.
Wait,
And-
what are we talking about here? You talking about your political setup being split?
No, what's happening is they want a voice to Parliament for our First Nations people to give them more say.
Oh, interesting.
And there is a referendum that is being held for the government to introduce a bill to give our First Nations people a lot more say. I'm not gonna get political on this, but at the same time, the situation has divided the country and not united it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, so it's a bit like Brexit.
Yeah.
But I like your premise here, and I think we could take this premise to the world stage and we'll revisit the war in America and say we would like to give the first people of America a bigger say, and then we'd also like to give the second people of America a complete say, and the British should be able to come back in and take the whole lot.
oh my God.
As I said, we could talk about this for hours.
Well, I'm
the
saying
only,
if,
the only
But at the
problem
same
you have
time-
with that, the only problem you have with that premise, David, is this: it wasn't the Americans that did the Indians in; it
Yeah.
was the British.
Yeah, but if we talk to the
But it was the British. You talk about the British always doing the right thing.
yeah,
They
but
didn't treat the
we've
Indians
moved on
right.
since then. So if we
Well-
now communicate with the Indians and say, Look, guys, we would like to give you some of your land back so you could build a casino on Justin's house.
I'm with Dan on this comment.
My whole point
Dan's
is that
comment is valid.
if we gave everybody
Side boob.
if we gave everybody special treatment on land that used to be theirs, none of us would have land anywhere in this world. Every land was taken by somebody at some point in history.
The
It's
strongest,
just certain ones get dwelled on more than others.
Yeah. And we
You,
have that
know,
problem
the
down
interesting
here.
part is, you know where the Native Americans in America are from, right? Russia.
Yeah,
The
the
sad
They all
thing is,
came, they all came
across,
across the Siberia Bridge like
the
13,000
Siberian
years
land
ago.
bridge, yep.
just like slavery has
It's literally
happened
where
in-
they're all. It's literally where all the Indians, I think, even for South America, all historically
saying-
go back to that crossing.
like take slavery for existence. That happened in every country in the world at some point in history. Still happens today. In some countries today, it's still going on. But yet America gets demonized as the worst country ever because of our particular point in history of slavery.
We
Yes,
get
we do.
demonized down here.
Over
for-
here, it
for our
still has
First
talked
Nations
about, even
people.
though there's still countries in 2023 today that are still actively doing slavery out in the open, and they're within their own borders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
But yet certain
You are not the most demonized country when it comes to slavery. That is the British. And rightly so. However, I agree with what you're saying. It's in the past.
Good point, Dan.
And instead of dishing out money here, there, and everywhere, we should be saying, right, guys, we need to all work together across the world to end it completely.
I like Dan's solution.
Actually, yeah.
We should
boobs
just
is a good
regenerate the
solution.
we should regenerate the dinos and just kill ourselves and give it back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we gave everybody
We've already
rights
done that. That's
to
why
land
just-
that use,
Well, on that bombshell, I must see you later. I've got to nick off because I've got heaps to do.
You know what? This sucks.
Later.
The
Bye.
British supporting territories have all vacated and left me on my own.
I'll just say this, David. The whole thing is just another sad case of how bad humans can treat other humans.
Have been and will be.
And will be, it have been, and still are. And we don't seem to have progressed nearly as much as we sort of pretend and tell ourselves.
We have definitely not progressed. You know what? We are so content with building industry for ourselves and not actually worrying about the countries we're leaving behind. Yeah. And some of them countries, you know, don't need the same industry we've got, but they have industry they could use. We just need, as a world, we all need to just work together and decide how we're going to do it.
Until Independence Day and ET shows up, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm kind of with Dominic on that one. I don't think humanity, until humanity like nearly blows itself up. You know, this is the Star Trek theory, right? What happened in Star Trek that caused Star Trek? World War III, and they killed like 96% of humanity. It took that sort of drastic event to happen to the world for them to finally go, maybe we shouldn't be doing this shit. Maybe we shouldn't hate each other.
Yeah.
And
I
honestly think it's going to take that to change humanity.
I don't think ET is going to arrive. I think it'd be more a case of the Wall-E scenario. We're going to destroy this planet to the point.
No, Mad Max.
Leave it.
I think it'll be Mad Max instead of
No, no. I think it'll be to the point where we have to leave this planet and live on spaceships. We get told it's going to be for 5 years, and we're going to be out there for hundreds of years, and we're going to have little robots running around trying to clear it up and fixing themselves.
Why have you just said the plot to
It's a
Wall-E?
question I've asked, David. I ask a lot of people: is where's humanity going to end up? Is it going to end up at Wall-E? Is it going to end up at Mad Max? It's going to be one of the two. I don't think there's any in between where humanity arrives.
Yeah. The problem is, though, we've already answered the scenario in films. What's coming? We've already shown what's coming, and yet we're doing nothing to prevent it.
No, agreed.
You know,
Because
I know
humans do nothing until they're almost dead. Then
All
they'll make
yeah.
those drastic
Yeah.
life-changing things.
all this green policy at this moment about recycling, until we can actually make recycling energy efficient, we've got big problems because we're doing more damage recycling than we are without it.
You know, there's an interesting. I read an interesting article like 2 or 3 days ago on recycling. It was a group that they took a bunch of plastic bags and put them in those recycling bins, like 40 or about almost 50 bags in all kinds of different places, and they put little trackers in them. You know what they discovered?
All in Nigeria?
Out of the 50, 47 of them all landed in landfills.
Yeah.
Out of 50.
Yeah.
Only like 3 actually got recycled.
Okay, guys.
There were
I
a
think-
bunch of them that landed directly at landfills.
I think
tracked
I'm
them.
going to call it for the night.
So,
Hey, Justin, are you going to go on?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you get a lot of people like to go on your show.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Laura just waits with bated anticipation.
Oh, I sleep for Easter.
I just like going on so I can call Justin a bum.
I
He
don't know,
knows
I'll
I'm
see.
kidding.
I
Okay,
got some stuff I got to do anyway, so I don't know. I'll see maybe later this evening.
Okay. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again tomorrow. Rob,
Everybody go be a good person. Be
And
nice to your
Dave-
neighbor.
and
Be
David?
nice to your neighbor. Even if you hate them, be nice to them.
David, thanks for being here, buddy.
You're okay. Don't forget, British rule.
And tell Laura we all love her anyway.
I'm not telling her no lies.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.